At night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sovereign Soul One Unchained Mind. Coming to you 250 miles above your imagination in the International Fake Station with my good friend and co-pilot, Something Wong. We are up here floating along, doing science experiments across this flat and level plane that we live upon. And we're keeping track. We've been looking down over here at the old final experiment. You know, there's a problem with Antarctica. And I think that you all should be aware of this problem with Antarctica. I went to the tracker. I'd watched Jaron's video earlier today, and he said that if you go beyond this certain point, that you could fall in these crevasses. Now, I thought maybe it's just a scare tactic to keep them within the camp and everything like that. But when I looked on the tracker, when I zoomed out on Antarctica, I think I found the crevasse. I want to show this to you. There it is, right there, right there. Do you see it? Right down here? Look at that. And they're just over here. So that must be the crevasse. Now, I found this rather interesting because I started looking around on Antarctica from this tracker. Let me show you what happens. Look what happens when you get into this area. Do you see that shit flipping and changing? Okay, why is that doing that? Why is that doing that? Oh, now it looks like that. Let's turn it a little. Oh boy, what's going on here? Right? What the fuck? So if there's anybody out there, I have a link pinned up in the chat. If you want to go to this, see if it does it on yours. I'm sure it will. I'm going to put it down here in the chat for a minute. Let me go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Where am I at? There we go. I'm going to put it down here. If you can see it, bring it up. And the reason that this looks like this is because that's what happens when you take something that's like this and turn it inside out and try to make it into this. Okay, this is painfully obvious. So right there on the Final Experiment website, on their own tracker, we see that there's some serious fuckery with Antarctica. Look at that. It changes from elevation even as I go into it. Look at. What are they doing here? You can tell exactly what's been. Ain't that crazy, everybody? Who do we have here tonight? Nothing to see here, folks. That's right, Day Trooper. Nothing to see here. We got Sue Ratios here. Matthew Senkow. Good to see you, my man. Sean Alki is here. We've got, let's see, Spitfire, Eldon Bean, Saddlebump. Seeing people from my Facebook over here, too. I got people here and on Facebook. It's really kind of cool. I had a guy arguing with me on Facebook. I put a post up about this and had that picture right there with that. There it is. There's that chasm or whatever. Oh, it went away. There it's only. Oh, what? Where'd it go? There. Hang on. Let me show you. Look. Watch. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's gone now. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's gone now. I told this dude, I said, this is fucking up on my phone. It's doing the same thing on my computer. He's, oh, it's because you're trying to run 5G, blah, blah, 5G through so many bits and that. I said, dude, it does it on my phone. It does it on my PC. And I guarantee you tonight, I'll be able to get somebody from my chat or in my audience. Lowry's probably going to come up here in a little bit too. Ironworks, shout out. He'd probably come up too. I think he's simul streaming or something right now. I'm not sure. I don't ever know what the fuck is going on with this. Anyway. I'll have one of them go to the link as well, bring up the tracker, and we'll see, are you getting these weird anomalies like this as well? No doubt they're probably here, but here isn't on a thing like this. It's on a thing like this. That's what I'm looking at. So I don't know. I want to see if somebody can come up. Look at this. And you really can't get over here at all on this app. But as you zoom in, for some reason, it wants to rotate on you. And this shit just keeps, look at that. Why does that keep shifting? Oh, man, there's a big chasm opened up. Holy crap. So, there's some kind of fuckery already with what we're being presented with as far as an image of Antarctica as to where these people are at. I mean, how much more do I don't give a fuck what the sun's doing at all, man. Look at that. Jesus Christ, there's an observation. Why does we having this? And you'll run into the same thing on Google Earth. And I guarantee you, if you go into one of your search engines right now, especially the one that everybody fucking loves, and that's at Google, Google, like a bunch of damn turkey birds rocking around, gurgling and shit. It's like, dude, look for a picture of Antarctica from space. You're not going to get anything but fuckery. And that's exactly what's going on. So right here on their own fucking website, they've got this crap. We'll take a look at the live here in a few. I'm waiting for Lowry to show up. He said he was sending some people over this way or something. I'm not sure what exactly is happening. I was under the impression that they was going to stream on my show from Lowry's house with Ironworks there, but now it turns out that Ironworks is streaming, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. I really don't. It's hard to get people to coordinate. That's why I don't try to coordinate a whole lot with people, because it's just a fucking frustrating headache to me. The drones are looking for radiation. How do we know this? How do we know this, True Few? I don't know. There's Jim Annis is here. Annis. I don't know how to pronounce it. I have to know. Spell that phonetically, because that could be bad if I said it wrong. Right? Oh, look at there. What do we got? Some kind of a notification from Facebook. No, probably that guy freaking out saying that this right here is not happening. The thing that right now 87 people that have so far showed up. This video will probably be over 1,000 views by morning. I usually average between 1,000 to 1,500 views per live, sometimes more. And people are going back and watching older stuff as they're getting more familiar with the channel. And you know, there's all these people. So if what's this guy's Alex Berg is his name on Facebook. He's a complete moron. His profile picture he's wearing is a dude with a hockey helmet, and I'm thinking, yeah, that helmet's not for hockey. So he's denying that any of this is occurring right here, and has no explanation as to why it's occurring, and that it's not. It's because of my because of my connection. Although it does it on my phone. I think I pointed it out to Sue Finale. Is Sue here? I think Sue might be here. I'm not sure. I'll tell you what we should do real quick. Is I should put this over on the old Facebook, right? It would be prudent at this juncture, right? So let's see if we can do that. Yeah, let's do that. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, and we'll put that out to everybody. There it goes, see? And you guys make sure you do the same thing, okay? So if there's anybody out there, and oh, there's Sue. There's Sue. Did you find the same anomalies on your app, or did you bring it up on the PC? Like I said before, I got the link for this actual site right here that has the tracker, and let me put it down here in the chat. So if anybody wants to get over to it and check it out, let me put it over here in the Rumble side too. And that should take care of that. And let's see, there's a We Are Live from Antarctica. And this is Jaren's video. We'll watch this in a few minutes. Kind of interesting stuff. And based on some observations that Lowry had today, in comparison with, I think, somebody in Colorado, and coordinating with the people on the ground here in Union Glacier, they took some readings of where the sun's at, and I'm interested to hear Lowry's take on that. I don't know if he's coming or not. He said he was going to come on here, but he was wanting me to set it up for 8 o'clock. Like at 10 minutes to 8. And I was like, fuck, man, I can't, take me a little longer than that to, get my shit together and set something up, Anyway, thought that was some interesting shit. If anybody else is seeing this anomaly, please bring it up. We'll share your screen. You can show if you're seeing the exact same thing. I mean, I'm not aware of any reason why Antarctica should have these weird streaky lines and bands of darkness and whatnot that we're seeing right here. But hey,
hey,
there he is.
Look at this guy I got here. Look at this one.
Holy crap!
I got a Vlad in here. I got an Ironwork 92,000 in the loft.
Nice.
Bless America.
I got a Nico over here.
It's actually our new Tesla buy.
Yeah, here we go. It's Flat Earth Saturday, apparently.
Happy Flatter Day.
Flatter Day, that'll work.
Yeah, Flatter Day. So we got a lot of stuff to fucking talk about, man. It's like,
first, my thing right here that I found on this tracker. What do you think about that shit? First, my thing right here that I got an echo from Ironwork.
You got an echo. Is your sound coming out of there?
Yeah, I think it's.
We're just learning how to broadcast out of the same location at once.
Gotcha.
We're just learning how to broadcast at the same
No,
location.
we're still getting echo. We're still getting
Yeah,
echo.
we got echoes, guys. I will mute up if you want to show something here for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a second, Lowry. Have you been to the tracker on the Final Experiment website?
Yes, and you know what look, it reminds me a lot of.
Look,
I think they threw that together at the last second, and you can tell.
What is that?
It's they do, well, in Google Earth they do strips, and then they wrap it around a ball. They do strips, and so it's the same anomaly on their little tracker that they have on there. And once you get down to like south of where they are in Antarctica, it's just warped up and curved up because they just had to wrap it around itself.
Yeah, look at it. It keeps changing with elevation too. Look.
Yeah.
Now, where'd we find that? There was a gap. There it is. Look at there's that chasm that he must have been talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The if you go over there, you will die.
Now, does it do that on yours?
On this tracker, you get the same thing. Yeah, it's like
Well, here's what I want, because I want to prove a point to somebody. Bring this up on your screen, and then share it.
Okay, hold on. Bring the tracker up on mine.
Yeah, and show the same anomaly on your screen, because I had somebody trying to tell me that it was because of my computer, and I was like, dude, it's doing it on my phone too.
It does it on Google Earth.
I know.
This has been a long known deception within cartography. Is they run those strips over the course, and then they wrap them around a ball and show you where you think you live. I'm on the thing. You'd have to tell me where exactly to go.
Here's the link. Let me put it over in the private chat.
It looks like they have since changed. Oh wait, hold on. I think this. Nope.
There it is.
Hold on. It's not the same thing that was up this afternoon. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm there right now, live.
Okay, so
on the TFE website, not on their website.
I'm on their website too, and I'm looking for the distortion. And let's see. And it's not there on mine. Kind of weird. Let's see. Hold on a second. Kind of weird. I can't find it. I do see the strippy stuff where they do the strip photography.
Like strip clubs?
Share your screen.
Okay, hold on a second. I'll go back.
Are you talking about they have strip clubs in Antarctica?
You would think they'd have to have strip clubs down there. It would get really boring down there without strip clubs.
All them penguins are naked.
All right, so let's go here. I'm gonna share it there, and then so we've already been through some of this with Google Earth. You can tell when the strips run out. They've been overlaying a ball with strip photography all the way from in to out, and you can see where it does it. And let me go. So now, where do you want me to go to here, Saab, on this one?
Can they send me a postcard?
Pull it out to where I'm at right here.
Okay.
Zoom in just to the right of where them guys are supposedly
right
at.
of where I see
right about there. See that area?
I see some strange stuff here.
All right, pan it over to the left.
This way?
No, to the left.
That way. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay, go down just a little bit.
Okay.
Wow, why isn't it doing it? I'm not getting that. Look at it.
Yeah. The distortions you had this afternoon aren't there anymore.
All right, hang on. Let me just show you.
Unless I'm looking in the wrong spot.
What's the coordinate that Sav has?
Let's zoom it back out so we know where we're at. So here we are here.
Okay.
And I mean, this is the old.
Let me see if it stays if I refresh.
Okay. I'll refresh too. Hold on. All right. I'll get this refreshed.
Oh, they moved.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay. Wait, they're using a different map now.
Okay. Yeah. Because this afternoon, what you sent me, there was a bunch of distortion. Like just to the either the south or the right. And also like this also isn't new. Like when we went back into Google Maps years ago or Google Earth, there was tons of places where you could tell that they were laying strips of photography outside of a ball, right? And
what's with this?
Would look like.
What's with this?
Hold on, let me go back.
Watch. We just transitioned into something else. Did you see it?
Yeah. And also Google Earth. Well, I don't know if they're reckoning this off of Google Earth, but what happens is you have true good photography up to a certain altitude, and then it suddenly shifts into ball mode. So it turns into ball mode, and then you have, anything's possible at that point in time. Like we were zooming in on stuff earlier tonight, and you were inside there, and you could see that there were strips of photography over certain islands, and then it would quit. But for the case of photography, everything's in daylight. Everything is in daylight because it has to be, right? Because if you want to have pictures of the Earth as a sphere, you would have to have everything in daylight to know what's going on. So you have different color pictures stripped out.
But is that supposed to be shade, that blue color? Because there's the rock color, and then you can see shadows.
See, that to me
what is that? It looks kind of like a waterfall.
That to me is like that aqua color you get at the bottom side of glaciers.
But it also is very typical of like shading in really high.
Yeah.
Like.
But they're according to that they are literally sitting right on.
Because if that was a shadow.
Hey, Sovereign.
There's a shadow on the other side.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
So,
hey, what's up, Lucky JV?
Hi, Lucky.
We're just kind of we're pouring through some early data that's coming out. I had you were saying something right when you started your broadcast tonight, which I think this is where I'm at on the thing. Is that I've got, again, I told you today, I've got the sun coming this way, all the way across, and it goes down to the right, which to me, according to a compass, is northwest, right? So we got this. Now, if Jer is looking northbound from Punta Arenas, he's looking north, and his sun, he would be looking from right to left. His sun, if it goes either down and down to his left or around the back of his head, it ain't the same thing that I'm looking at. And I'm looking at a sun here. He's 7,000 miles over there, and he's looking at a sun behind his head. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know where this goes yet. It feels reflective. It feels like maybe alternate light source. Don't know. But either way, I'm in New York. I can say that I'm in New York. You can confirm that I'm in New York. You can confirm that I'm in Brooklyn, right?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Well, she won't. But we've got a sun right out here that comes through here at 45 degrees. That thing goes down, zip, down this way to the right, which is to a northwesterly direction. He gets an observation looking northward, and he already said there was a northward sun at midday 2 days ago. And it goes down, and he's looking from right to left because he's opposite, right? I'm going to spin around. He's looking from this way to that way. So northward. If this sun goes back towards his left and this way, that's a divergent light source. It's either a reflection or it's something we don't understand. And I'm confident now that we're there, and I think the guys already know it down there.
Because it can't be in two places at one time.
Can't. Especially over there, what he's saying, down there, thousands of miles, 6,000, 7,000 miles, depending on where you want to reckon the sun going westbound and northwestbound. Ain't the same thing, or a reflection. And I think they know that. I think they knew it yesterday. Just me. That's just my take.
Yeah, they looked like they had something that they were keeping under their belt for a little bit,
They were also
What's up,
in good spirits.
What up, guys?
Good spirits yesterday, and I was like, why? I was watching very carefully. The Globers down there are in bad spirits.
I'm on the phone.
The Flatties are in good spirits.
I'm on the phone.
Hold up, man.
What's
Luke,
up, Dave?
you got to mute up. When
Hey, yo, what up, everybody? What up, Larry?
Hello.
Yeah.
What up, South?
Hey.
Hey, are you guys going to be on late tonight?
We're
I
just
don't know.
gonna go
We'll
until
see.
we go.
Probably.
I mean,
Okay.
I've been streaming straight. It feels like for the last
DVD.
52 hours or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
dude. I know I saw you earlier, dude, on Jaren's stream and all that stuff. But I'm pulling up. I'm jamming with the band tonight, so I'm gonna try to get back on later after practice if you guys will still be on.
I mean,
All right, man.
we're gonna go until it's finished. So just come back and hang out if you want to. There's so much to talk about. I don't even know where to start.
I know I feel like I'm missing out by not being part of it, but I'll try to catch up with all you guys later. Okay.
All
right, Saf. Thanks, man. See you guys.
Right on, bro.
Thanks.
So anyway, I have a particular position up here, Sav. I can go to my roof, and we're gonna try to get from noon till I want to go to noon till sunset, and should be able to see a prominent curve in a certain direction. I can give you compass readings, which I wanted from Jaron for the last 2 days. He never gave me one. I think we're gonna get one tomorrow. I hope. And if he has divergent readings from me, then we have I'm just going to say what I would call a reflective phenomenon, unless it's a new light source.
Are we expecting them to go live like tonight?
No.
Again?
No. I don't know why they wouldn't go live tonight. I mean, it's really,
I know. That's what I'm thinking. It's like that would be the optimum time. Here it is. Everybody else is up here. We're in the dark.
That's why I think they already have. I think they had what they had when they got into Punta Arenas. I think they already had it, and that's why I think they're playing the card out and to I don't know, hold it close to the chest, because you should have had your data already there. All I wanted was a compass reading, and where he's looking at the sun, and then we could do a dead reckoning and just completely annihilate where he's seeing the sun, or if he's seeing the same sun that I'm seeing, or a reflection of it. And I asked for 2 days, I didn't get it, so. Tomorrow, hopefully, they get the observation, and basically, I can sit here in my damn apartment and watch the sun and say, "I'm looking at the sun."
Yeah.
Where do you see it?
Why didn't he just give you the fucking direction and where he was seeing it?
He gave me northerly on. He said Wednesday midday. He looked up at the midday sun, and I think it was around noon. He said northerly. All right, so that's enough. That's all I need. That's all anyone with a thinking brain needs. All right, he's looking north. He's 7,000 miles that way. I'm in New York.
You're looking south.
I'm looking south. He's looking north. In Punta Arenas, I'm from New York City. I pointed where I saw the sun at 2:00 in the afternoon. I had Antarctic monkeys from Denver say, "Where did you see it?" Well, he saw exactly where I would have expected him to see it, which was southeast of him. What I would have said, roughly, reckoning of the eye, roughly over the mid-southern central of the United States or into the Gulf, something like that positioning, right? So now, when we have that in real time, all I need from Jaron is to look at a certain time and say, where are you seeing it at? And if his sun is curving to his left shoulder, which, because he's looking north, I'm looking south, he's looking north, to his left shoulder. If it's going down and back towards him in a curve to the left, in other words, I think that would be a southwest to his shoulder. Yeah. And I've got one that's going northwest. Where I'm looking at the sun, we've got a divergent illumination pattern. That's it. That's where
we're like a theory of two suns or what?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I'm just telling you what I see. If it goes down this way, and he sees
you
it going
could do
down
that with two cameras, right? You don't need another person, maybe.
You actually.
Well, it's going to help if you've got people all over the place trying to make the same observations around the same times, reporting the position that they're seeing. That should give you an approximation as to where it's at, right? And what Lowry's saying is that if we see what we see from the north go one way, and he see from looking north go the other way, then there's something fucking weird going on.
I'm looking from New York City, and I'm looking out my 4th floor apartment window. My sun is going about 45 degrees above horizon. It goes through the windows, and then it starts to take what I would consider, according to the compass readings, a northwest slant down to the horizon. That's how I see it. All right? That's how I'm interpreting it from New York City. He's 7,000 miles on an ice cap. That should not, if he's seeing it going the opposite direction, the only notion that I can take in this whole thing is that it's either a reflection of what's going on in the north, or there's an additional light source. I'm not making any claim. I'm just saying that's all I got to work with. Right?
Yeah, because I think when you shine a light through a globe and you're turning it one way, they kind of go in opposite directions, right?
Yeah. That's where I'm at. I'm just going to take a break because I just ranted. I'm going to give you over to Vlad here.
I don't know if it's connected a lot, but I have video and I've seen two suns in the sky. Kind of weird.
Two.
There's been more than a few reports of that around the location, world at different times. Yeah,
the day, the time, and the angle, everything. It was on the summer solstice too.
Sovereign, do you hear any background?
No, you sound good, man.
Okay,
There's somebody
good.
else
Thank you.
popped in too.
Yeah, there's something. Just
Look at there, it's King Stephen. Dude, is that the guy from
Mr. Rogers?
No, or yeah, it was Mr. Rogers. Yeah.
Hello. Yes, I'm the king.
Yeah, the king from Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
I just went.
I'm younger and I can't remember that. That's weird. It's like deja vu though.
And there was
it's like
there was
freaky.
cat. Yeah, there was a cat too. The king with the queen, and then there was a cat.
Yeah.
It was like
there was a cat.
Meow.
Cat's here with me.
Hey,
I was
now,
in Chaotic at that age,
I grew up in Michigan, and we got CBC, which was Canadian Broadcast Company, right? It's their version of BBC, all right. And they had a show on there called Friendly Giant. And I need to ask Nicole if she remembers Friendly Giant.
I remember.
You
Look
remember
up.
he had that giraffe
Look way
with
up.
the tower, and the giraffe's head would stick in the window of the tower and talk to him and shit. And he had these little chairs and a little fireplace, and then he'd tell a story. It was a pretty cool show, man.
I love that show. I grew up watching that. Do you remember when he started off saying, "Look up, look way up"?
Yeah.
That's the way
he started his boots, and then pan up like
Big boot. He'd call it the big boot. There's
that
Show
was
his
my
boot.
shit. I loved that show when I was a kid.
Oh
man,
I grew up watching that.
Of course, I've always been fascinated about giants. You know, I always have. I don't know why, but I've always been fascinated by them. You know, I used to even like to pretend I was a giant. You know, like I guess, and that's why I like little miniature shit. You know, I like little miniatures and dioramas and shit like that. I don't know.
You know what I thought was an interesting movie was Jack the Giant Slayer.
Oh my God, that was good.
That was a good movie, but they gave it like 2 Rotten Tomatoes or something ridiculous like that. They didn't really like it. The critics didn't really like it, but I was like, oh, you know what? It's about time that they came out with a good movie like that.
You think there's still do you think there's still giant DNA mingled inside of some of us? Would you call it Nephilim?
Still giants. I think they're still giants.
Yes.
Yeah, I consider that Nephilim DNA. Honestly, I don't know. It's just a theory. But...
I mean, criminy. Even in
that's why they don't want us to unlock our superpowers. Even that's why they keep us
into the 18th century, man. We've got look at Patagonia, and Captain Cook encountering these Patagonians.
Yeah.
What Patagonian means big foot, big feet, big foot.
There's a weird story with Captain Cook too that ties to the astral calendar and stars.
Oh wow.
Well, I don't want to interrupt anybody, but have anybody of you thought about Satan's little season?
Yeah.
That's in the Bible.
Yeah.
Do you believe we're in that?
You know, there's a strong preponderance of evidence to suggest that we may be, given the timeline that we're given versus how much time we've been added to what our date actually is. I look at it like this, like, okay, they say that the fall of Rome took 100 years.
Yes,
I don't think that it took 100 years. I think it took just a few years. And you look at these old ruins of shit, and they don't look like they fell down or just went into disrepair. They look like they were fucking blowed up, man. Okay.
Kind of like what we're
and
doing.
Then we
in
went
Syria.
into this. And then like just shortly after that, there was this thing that was known as the worst day in history. Supposedly there were like 3 volcanoes that went off around the world and clouded out the sun for a few years, causing no food, pestilence, disease. And then we went into these dark ages for 1,000 years where nothing really fucking happened except some made up stories that were given. Then all of a sudden, boom, we went into this renaissance and started having these magnificent fucking structures.
Out of nowhere.
Huge dwellings and shit with nowhere to take a shit at. This is really important, and I'll tell you why, okay? Like the Palace of Versailles, there's 500 rooms in this thing. There's 100 rooms per floor. There are fountains that are fed from the Seine River that grace the grounds around it, right? So there's a knowledge of running water and plumbing and shit, right? Okay. Not a single place to take a dump in that fucking palace. Why? And this is the same like with the Ponce de Leon Hotel in Florida and many of these huge structures like that. It wasn't even a consideration. So could that be the time where people were in that perfect body where we didn't have to do this disgusting act of shitting?
Yes.
You know, because I remember asking my father-in-law that. He was a Jehovah's Witness, right? And I remember asking him that, and he said, well, then everybody gets to live in this paradise. And I was like, well, kick ass. I said, so will we still have to eat food? And he was like, well, I imagine we enjoy food and everything. I says, okay, well, I says, will we still have to take a crap? And he goes, well, yeah, I guess if you eat, you'd have to take a crap. And I says, well, whose paradise is it to have to manage that? You know, with the sewage and all that, whose job is paradise for that, you know? So it didn't make, and then I was like looking at this and I'm like, oh my God, if we were in a perfect body, every bit of the foods we eat, perfect foods, would go into nourishing our body. There would be no waste.
Right.
Yeah, I think something along those lines. I went vegan for a year and a half, only ate organic, no meat, no wheat, no eggs, no dairy, like nothing, you know? I've never felt better in my life.
I bet.
I will not. I just can't do it again mentally.
Yeah, my goal is not to stay here any longer than I fucking have to. Okay, I'm going to do my time.
Well, do you believe the millennial reign has passed?
It's a possibility, man. It's a possibility. Do I don't really. Belief is a weird thing because, you know, I have to stick with what I can actually know, because unfortunately belief has a tendency to want to go toward biases. And I like to try to not have beliefs. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that I think that there's a lot of good evidence to suggest that that may have taken place.
I'm sorry.
If it did, I'm still in the right category. Okay.
Well, what Revelation says?
Could we be on the verge
the
of
millennial reign of Christ? Is it
Could
in
we
the
be right
past?
on the verge of a reset, though? Is that what?
It already happened after 70 AD.
Oh, but another one.
It looks like we're getting ready to undergo, and this is the thing about the reset. Okay, I agree that there was a reset, but I think it's a series of events, not just one huge, big cataclysmic thing, but more like a series of different cataclysms, different world events that totally shape, depopulate, and restructure the world. And, you know, we're seeing like floods in places that should have not flooded before. We're seeing snow and weather in places that we've never seen it happen like that before. Now we've got the UFOs or whatever the fuck they are bombing over top of Lowry and shit all night. And yeah, on the brink of nuclear destruction, if there is such a thing, world war. NATO's telling Europe, prepare for war. There's a lot of things in the mix that can contribute to what we would call a reset. And now we've got what disease X getting ready to fucking hit the scene, and we'll have a bunch more brain dead people go out there and let themselves be experimented on. And, you know, then 5 years from that, they'll be bitching and crying because it's like, why didn't you warn us about that? Hey man, I tried to, and you sent me a picture of a dude in a tinfoil hat. Okay. I tried, you know, you know what I'm saying collectively.
Oh, okay.
You know, so you tried to warn people about it. They laughed at us, and now they're like, why didn't you warn us? And it's like, fuck you.
Well,
you know?
Matthew 24. Are we in the end? Matthew 24. Are we in the end?
No, we're in the beginning.
Really? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I think we're in the beginning. The beginning is near. The end isn't near. The beginning is near.
Do you believe in 70 AD?
Well, I'm sure that date probably existed. I mean, what do you mean? Do I believe in 70 AD?
Well, when Jerusalem was destroyed.
Well, that's a historical thing. It's been a point of contention as to what the proper year of it was, and that's usually due to people that are trying to prophesize the second coming of Christ or something else so that it fits into a timeline, and they totally disregard the scripture that says that none shall know the time of my coming. I will come like a thief in the night. I'm paraphrasing, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna know, so stop trying to fucking guess. Do you know where the Seventh-day Adventists came from? They came from a group called the Millerites. The Millerites believed this guy had it calculated down to when Jesus was going to come back. These people sold their fucking farms. They didn't bother doing shit, and they all gathered together for this day that Jesus was going to come back, and it didn't happen. And so he said, okay, hang on there, guys. Wait a minute. Maybe I miscalculated, because I think it had something to do with that 70 AD bullshit too. And so he says, yeah, okay, well, it's going to be this date. So it was like 3 years later, they all went up there on this mountain, and they was waiting for Jesus to come back, and he didn't come back. The Adventists refer to that as the day of great disappointment. I would imagine so. And they became the day Adventists.
I know there's a lot of religion and all that. It's not good. I know that.
See, the bottom line
is I read about a lot of stuff. Right, yeah, religion. I'm a believer in faith. That's it.
It says right in there, don't try to fucking guess when I'm going to be here, because you're not going to be able to. Okay. And so I just take it at that. It's like, hey, is it going to be soon? Great. No, it's not. Whatever.
No. Eschatology, nobody knows. They're all liars. That's why I asked you about Satan's little season, because none of them, dispensationalists, none of them, they don't have any of that in their charts. Well, they don't have that.
We first have to look at what this, you have to break this down too. A lot of times people, Satan, what is Satan? Satan is a title. It's not a name. It means great adversary. Okay. It means like nemesis.
And Lucifer and all that light bearer.
There is no doubt that a Shaitan or a Satan is running this fucking world,
but I can tell you one thing though:
destroy us, God's creation. Okay, there is no doubt about that. That's evident. That is evident. Our entire control system, powers and principalities, are all derived off of a Luciferian concept. Okay, the majority of our government here, and probably every other government, the majority of these people are like Golden Dawn, OTO, fucking Crowley sex magic fucking retards, man. Perverts practicing sex magic and using human sacrifices to achieve their esoteric goals. Now, whether you believe it or not, the point is they do, and they're doing it. As has been, if you haven't made the connection between the Luciferian or the Crowleyistic fucking satanic shit that goes on in DC and the satanic shit that's going on in Hollywood and P. Diddy and all that fucking shit, Epstein.
I agree with you.
All of it. The Belgian, the Mark Latour case. We're talking about the fucking Presidio. We're talking about all of these cases, right? They're all involved: military, government, Hollywood, every facet of the socio-economic control grid is controlled by the fucking devil, and we fall under the subjugation of it for some reason. And I think it's due to our own willingness.
Wow,
We
I
place
used
these
that word
people
the
up
other
on
day.
fucking pedestals.
But
We place them up on pedestals.
Wow.
Can I say one, like, okay, you know, Satan or Lucifer or whatever in the Bible, he's light and darkness, and God is only light.
Well, God says he is the light and the darkness. So God said
God never said that. He's not here. There is, it says in the Bible, there is no darkness in him. Satan, he's light and darkness.
God said in the Bible.
So you can be a good person and be of Satan.
Hey, Isaiah, it says that God created darkness and light. Sovereign made a great point about the Millerites, actually, and this is a true story. That's where "It's Miller Time" came from, because they tried to predict
but the thing of it is, in the word, in the King James Bible, it said God is light; in Him is no darkness. Satan is light and darkness.
What is Lucifer? Lucifer is the light.
Lucifer is light and darkness. He's an angel of light, and he's darkness.
Where does it
Things are
say
evil.
darkness?
But
I
the
mean,
bottom
I
line
know
is
God created evil, but He created Satan.
Hold on. Stop trying to put characters on
No, I just
principles.
go Bible. That's it.
Well, that's unfortunate because that's a
Getting off
written
track.
shit
That's
by man.
unfortunate. I mean, if you don't have a foundation, then you'll be destroyed.
Hold on. No, because listen, duality is a fact. We know this.
But you have
We
to have
know
a
that divinity
foundation.
is a fact. Well, I do.
You have to have a foundation.
I do
What
have
is your
God is
foundation?
duality.
My
God is
foundation is the
duality.
King James Bible. And you
then-
have to have a foundation to even speak.
Hey,
Right.
listen, King
Okay,
James
I have
also
a
wrote the book
foundation.
No,
Demonology.
King James, I don't care if he was a faggot or whatever. You know what, King
What?
James, the Holy Ghost. If King James was gay, because
Fact.
people say he's gay, he's this and
Hold on.
that.
Wait. Can I just stop you there? King James's only involvement, really, with the Bible was that he
Yeah, I
paid
know. He's the
for
one that
its
financed it.
sponsors. Okay, so that's all. He also wrote a
Yeah,
book on demonology.
yeah.
So here's the thing, okay? Before 1611, the concept. Vlad, are you taking off, brother? Hold on a second.
No problem.
Are you taking off, Brad? Man, I can't hear you, bro.
Who's leaving?
Unmute your ass.
It's Miller time.
He's muted, man. What the fuck, man?
We're
Is he
just
It's Miller time.
We're saying goodbye to Vlad. He's got some gal time he's gonna have tonight.
Oh.
You know. What I mean?
See you,
And,
Vlad.
Yeah, they all say goodbye.
Peace, y'all.
So-
Love y'all.
All right,
Wait,
Vlad.
wait a second. Don't miss Vladidation. I think it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow on 10.
No, love all that stuff, though. It's good stuff. It is good stuff.
Hey, Lucky, are you waiting for the end times? You think that?
I think we are in it. I think we're in it.
You think we went
We're
through
in it.
tribulation?
Yeah.
Love you guys.
It's
We're in
Miller
it.
time.
I don't think.
Shit.
I don't think Miller
Shit.
time. I think it's time to preach the gospel.
Lowry, tell Lowry to come back. I fucked his thing up by accident. I clicked the wrong button. Lowry, come back. Where do you go? Shit.
Damn, so.
I'll message him. Oh, my phone's in the other room. That's all right. I can do it.
But I'll be honest with you. I thank God for Sub's channel.
Well, thank
Let
you.
people on. Let
Do you
people
worship
on.
King James? You got KJV.
No, I don't worship. I worship Jesus Christ, but I don't worship King
I don't think
James.
Jesus.
No,
Where did Jesus ever say to worship him?
Yeah, you worship. Why?
Jesus, he's God.
No, well, wait a second. When did he ever even say that?
Well, you can go. You can go. Well, if you go to Acts, if you go to Acts,
that's a twist. Hold on one sec. Let me get something real quick.
he was a man, right?
Hang on.
He was the man.
Hang on. I just got to tell Lowry I accidentally kicked him. Fuck. All right. So, what I wanted to get into is this right here. Okay. Prior to 1611, the concept of, oh, there he is. There he is. He's back. Sorry about that, Lowry. Shit. Anyway, the concept of duality is not new, and it certainly predates 1611. Okay.
Okay.
The idea of duality is basically very, very, very evident. Okay. There's dark, there's light, there's good, there's evil, there's pain, there's pleasure. There is.
But Jesus is light.
I haven't got to Jesus yet. I haven't even got to Jesus yet.
I apologize.
Stay out of Jesus. We're not
Okay,
there
I
yet.
apologize. I apologize.
Okay. All right. So you always have this duality. Okay. It's evident even in the story in Genesis of Adam and Eve. Okay. Adam and Eve is symbolic of that duality. He made Eve from Adam to have a negative to the positive. Not negative in a bad way, but the opposite polarity. To create the two polarities. That's why Eve was created. Okay? It's a representation of the one, all good encompassing and bad encompassing, negative and positive, darkness and light, separated into their two individual units. But when they come together, like man and woman, they are once again unified like God, the two, the positive, the negative, the yin, the yang, whatever, what have you. That concept is ancient. Okay, that whole concept is ancient, and it predates the Bible by thousands of years, really, because it's so evident. You have the sun, you have the moon. It's basically religion is all it's entropy. Okay,
I don't like religion. I'm not religious.
Okay, hot. Well, even still, hot to cold, young to old,
dark to light,
full to empty, empty to full. I mean, everything balances out. Everything is trying to equal out at all times. And you cannot have this balance without the two polarities.
But that's like Buddhism. They say the same thing.
It's Christianity too. What the hell do you think?
No, Christianity is different. I'm Christianity.
Yeah.
And if you want, we can talk, but that's not Christianity.
Wait a second. Does your religion have?
I don't have a religion. I have a faith.
Spirit, whatever it is that you're doing, does it have a concept of good and evil?
Yes.
Okay, then you have the dualistic fucking.
No,
principle.
well, okay, let's continue with that. You can continue with that.
Okay, that's the point.
Well, let's keep going on with that because I don't understand what you're saying.
I've never seen where Jesus ever said that people want.
I'm of a faith. Worship. I'm a Bible believer.
Well, that's wonderful.
It, period.
I don't. I'm going to show you something real quick.
I'm not part of a religion.
All right, let me just show you something.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
So when people write shit down in a book that you have no idea. Now listen
that's
to
not
me.
true. I studied this.
Well,
I know the King James Bible is the Word of God in English.
Where did it come from? How do you know it's the Word of God? Some guy said it was the Word of God.
If you read Psalms 12, you would know that the Lord would preserve His Word. The Lord promised to preserve His Word. So I'm a person of faith.
Who wrote Psalms?
Psalms was written by the Lord, by the Holy Ghost. And Psalm said that the Lord would preserve His Word. And that's why the King James Bible came about.
Now, wait a second. You're trying to.
I don't care if King James was gay. If the Holy Ghost put it in his heart to finance it.
King James is gay?
Oh, yeah.
And he financed it. And you know that, Sav. You know that. He financed it. That was it.
Right. Okay. So now, how do you know that it was God that wrote the Psalms?
Because of His Word.
Yeah,
well, wait a minute. How did he write the Psalms? Did he just like sit down?
No. Psalms 12, 6, and 7.
Well, somebody.
Thou, Lord, shall preserve thy word.
Well, who wrote that down?
The Lord, through the Holy Ghost, through men. Through men.
Oh, so men
if our foundations be destroyed, what would the righteous do? That's Psalms 11.
So, like I said, some dude wrote it down and said,
no dude wrote nothing down. No dude wrote nothing down. It was the Lord through the Holy Ghost. It's spiritual.
The Lord
it's not flesh and blood. It's spiritual. Either you believe it or you don't. That's it. Period.
I'm trying to get down to this right here. What if I wrote some shit down and I said, God told me this?
You're a man. You're a man. No, they're not. No, it's spiritual. It's spiritual.
Wait, so there were spirits that wrote the Bible.
I mean, really, Sovereign, you're a smart man. Think about how the Bible was written. The Bible was written by different men through thousands of years. How could they all be saying the same thing? It had to be a spirit.
Wait a second.
It had to be a spirit. No way that could have happened.
All right. Well, if you think that, if you believe, now listen,
I believe. It's a faith.
All right, that's good. That's good. I don't, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't take the term ghostwriter that fucking seriously.
Oh,
Okay?
that's
I
yeah,
know
that's
that
kind of
in
like a
order
salesman,
for
ghost, right? I'm not trying to
that,
be your enemy because I really like your channel, and your
well,
channel's a really
no,
good
I'm
channel.
telling you
It really
why.
helps a lot of people.
I understand that.
But
What I'm trying to impart to you is that God's word is written in your heart. He does not
exactly,
write
yes,
down
Romans,
shit in a book. If
Romans.
some bird writes something down and said, hey, you know what? God told me this, and then lets it sit around for
No,
1,000 years,
false prophet.
still doesn't mean that God was really involved. You
Well, that's a
don't
false
know
prophet. If you read the Bible in
How would you
Sovereign, you
know
said you
that?
read the
How do you
Bible.
know? How
You
do you
read the Bible,
verify
right?
it?
And then you know what? God's laws are written in our heart. It's called the conscience.
Okay.
When you
Well, we're
go and
not
mess
on a
up, you know you did wrong.
Look, listen, I wish you the best of luck with Jesus and your Bible and all of that good stuff. I really do, man. And I'm glad that you have
Sovereign,
such
you're gonna like
listen to me.
you're
Let me
gonna
finish.
like throw me to the side. Oh man, all
I'm
right.
not throwing you to the side. I'm just getting off of this fucking subject because I watched
Yeah,
my
Sovereign,
view
but
count go down
well, okay.
severely. I'm not a
I'll push
religious
back.
channel.
I'll push back. No, I'm not. I'm not religious, but I'll push
I
back.
know that. Listen to me. You won't
I
even
really
let me
like
finish.
your channel.
There you go. That's what I cannot stand being
Okay.
interrupted.
Well, I'm sorry. I
Okay?
apologize. Your
What I'm
channel.
saying
Yeah.
is I am glad that you believe all this. I'm glad that you have such faith that you think that because some guy said that God told him to write some shit down in a book that you
Well, can I
believe
tell
that
you one thing?
it's true. No,
Can I
I'm not
ask you
done.
one thing?
No, I'm not
Oh, I'm
done.
sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Okay. So no, I don't utterly believe that. You know why? Let all men be liars. I know this.
And let God be true and all men liars. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but Sovereign,
So
can I
you're
say
not
something?
going to let me finish what the fuck I'm trying to say at all, are you?
Okay, I'm being an idiot. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay, you're too busy trying to push your bullshit on me. I'm not buying it. I'm
No, I'm
glad
not.
that you do. Listen to
I'm gonna
me.
shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
I'm glad that you do. Okay, I'm glad that you have faith in something that I find hard to put faith in because it was made by man. That's my viewpoint. I'm entitled to it. You're not going to change that. I'm not going to change yours either. Okay, because in the end, it doesn't fucking matter. God is not going to punish me because I didn't believe in a book. Okay, He judges me by my heart and by my actions. That's how I'm judged by God. Okay, it doesn't mean that I have to go and worship someone, that I have to go kiss a statue or become idolatrous in any way, shape, or form, including having crucifixes. Like I said, God's word is written in my heart, and that's where it remains. Now, the Bible has got some great stories in it, and especially in the New Testament. And I believe that a person that walks along that same path as the Christ can be as the Christ in that manner because it's a benevolent behavior and it's not self-serving. That's exactly what it's about right there. There's no place in there did he say, come and worship me and all this shit and carry a cross around on our necks. I mean, think about this, dude. If that guy, if Jesus came in the 20th century and was executed and they used an electric chair, would there people be wearing little silver electric chairs around their necks and shit? Come on, that's idolatry, man. So there's some of the most hypocritical shit I've ever seen in my life, as far as that's concerned. I think it's interesting as far as the King James Bible is concerned because of what went into its production. And that's what I find very, very interesting. Do I believe that it was inspired? Yes, I do. Do I believe it was inspired by the Creator God? No, I do not. I think exactly the opposite.
Amen.
Of that.
I agree. It wasn't. I gotta say, King, Lucky.
sorry,
can
bro.
you hold on? Can you hold on a second?
No,
I don't
sorry.
think. I don't think that King James was a good being. I don't think he was divinely inspired. I think he was more like a demonic piece of shit. And I'm the real king. I'm the real king right
You're
here.
the real king. Huh?
I'm
He's the real
king right
king.
here. Look at me.
Did you
This
guys
makes me
know?
laugh,
Did you know that the
dude.
crown? Did you know that the crown still carries the copyright on the King James Bible?
No, they
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Yep.
True.
Hey, Sav, man.
Pretty crazy. So I wanted to ask Lowry anymore. We was on this final experiment shit.
Sav,
And,
okay,
Yeah,
just
I actually
one thing before you go and do that, please. Just one thing. 15 King James Corinthians, 15 1 through 4. 1 Corinthians, 15
that's a
1
letter
through
by
4.
Paul, right? That's a letter from
Just
Paul.
read it, bro,
I
and
have.
that way you
Listen,
know you are saved.
Okay, listen.
That's it, bro, and then I'll back up.
That's a letter. That's a letter written by Paul. Paul was a dick. Okay.
Why?
Paul,
Why is he a dick?
you not know what he did?
He was a
before
Pharisee, but the Lord, he's the freaking 12th apostle.
Yeah, says he.
Says the Lord.
Says he. Lord didn't say that. Where did anybody hear the Lord telling that?
Okay,
Say,
let me ask you a question. Like, when you live your life, what is your foundation?
That dude was going around killing kids and fucking
Sav.
raping women and stealing
Sav.
people's goddamn money and shit. And then just because he got fucking hit on the road, he said, "Oh, no, I'm a fucking saint."
So let me ask you a question though. What is your foundation on everything you believe?
What do you mean? What I believe?
What is your foundation?
Foundation for what?
Your
Morals?
foundation and all your beliefs.
Well, my foundations are based on natural law and as being as benevolent as
Well,
possible.
natural law is in the Bible.
Well, it existed before the Bible. It's immutable.
Well,
it doesn't have to be written.
Freaking Sav.
No, it's real simple. It's real simple.
You're a good man, but you got some things that are not like.
Do you know what a right is? Do you know what a right is?
They're not right.
Wait a second. Do you know what a right is?
A what?
It's anything. It's a right.
A right.
A right?
Pay attention.
Yeah,
I have the right to. I have the right to live my life. I have the right to. You know what?
Right.
You know
So
what it is.
any action that you perform that's not wrong is a right.
But
Now,
you know
what
it
would
says
be an
that in the
action
Bible.
that-
We're not under the law.
What would be an action that is in the wrong? Well, that would be anything that would cause injury, loss, or harm.
I understand what you're saying, but I go by the Bible, and the Bible says we're not under the law. When you're saved, I'm not under the law, and you're talking about the law.
So there's no moral consequences whatsoever.
No, there is, because in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6 and 7, the Lord will punish us.
Well,
Oh, I believe my foundation is the King James Bible. That's what I'm trying to tell you. What is your foundation?
I said
Your
natural
feelings
law.
is your foundation. Your feelings.
Natural law. God's law, natural law, comes before the
Damn,
Bible.
Sav. Love you, bro. I love you, man. But the thing of it is, like, what is your foundation? That's all I want to know. That's it. Period.
I just told you. I just told you, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear it.
Rights and wrongs.
Right and wrong, but the right and wrong, you got righteous and unrighteous. That's right and wrong, right?
No.
It's in the Bible.
No. I don't give a fuck about your book. Shut up about your book. Okay.
Well, that's my foundation. How can you tell me to shut up about my foundation?
Are you trying to say that natural law comes from the Bible?
I'm telling you, our whole law is based on the Bible.
No. The Bible is based
Then where do you
on
get
the
right and
law.
wrong from? Where did you get right and wrong from?
The Bible is based on the law.
I don't understand where you got right and wrong from. If it wasn't from the Bible.
All right, stop thinking about what you're going to say next and listen very carefully to the words that come out of my mouth.
I'll listen to you all day and be quiet.
All right. All right. Is anything that you do that isn't wrong? Oh, well, what is a wrong? A wrong is any action that you do that causes loss, injury, or harm to another.
Yes.
The Bible speaks on that.
Okay? That's right, because it's based off of natural law. Natural law came first. The idea came first, then it was written.
Who created natural law?
God.
No, Jesus Christ did.
Oh my God. So there was no natural law whatsoever until Jesus.
No.
2,000 years ago.
Corinthians.
Right and wrong
Corinthians
did not
tells you
exist.
Jesus Christ created the heavens and the earth and everything. Your reality,
Oh, God,
basically.
it says God created the heavens and the earth.
No,
God
it said Jesus Christ. Read the King James.
Okay, hang on. I've got one right here.
Okay, go get King James. Go get it.
I've got it right here. Got it right
Okay,
here.
go get it.
See here. So we want Genesis, right?
No, not Genesis.
Oh wait, what?
Colossians.
Genesis says you created the earth, right? It says right here. It says
Yeah, he was from the beginning. The word created everything. The word. Who's that? That's Jesus Christ.
No, it says God.
No, sovereign. I don't want all of this. I don't want to be enemies because I do like you, and I do like your son. I do. I have subscribed to Bar Pirates.
It's right here. It's right here. Listen, it says.
I just don't want to be enemies.
Hold on, listen. I'm not an enemy. I'm just telling you what it says. It doesn't say in the beginning Jesus created the heavens and the.
No, it didn't use his name, bro. Come on, dude. It wouldn't use
God.
Am I being like me?
Calm down.
I'm being mean, bro. I'm being like a little over. Okay, I apologize. I apologize. I'm getting a little excited. I apologize.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't say Jesus in here. You're going
No,
by
it
some
wouldn't.
interpretation. Okay, some interpretation that tries to twist it around that this Jesus character was actually God.
Okay,
And he never
Sav,
even
can you
claimed
read
that.
1 Corinthians 15, 1-4, please? Just do that for your people.
All right, I will. I'll read it again. It doesn't matter. It's bullshit written by Paul. Paul is a dick.
Oh shit!
But why is he a dick, though?
What?
Did you let me
Why
on?
is he a dick?
Yeah,
what did he do?
Why is he a dick?
Hey,
Why
Lucky,
is
Lucky,
he a dick?
Lucky,
Hold on
Lucky,
a
Lucky,
minute.
Lucky. How did the world survive until 1611 when the King James
I
Bible
couldn't.
was
I don't understand that. Like, why is he a
King
dick?
James
I mean, he
King
was
James
preaching
was
the
published
gospel
in 1611.
like Jesus
What
did,
happened? How did people
and everybody hated him. And our Lord warned us of people that would hate us for
Everybody
preaching the
hated him because
gospel.
he was a thief, he was a rapist, and he was a
He killed.
murderer.
He murdered the church. That's when he was Saul, and then he became
before
Paul.
he had it. Listen, before his little trip on the road to Damascus, before that little incident happened, this guy was raping women and children. He was killing
raping.
women and
I don't
children.
know about all that.
Yeah,
Yes,
I didn't read that. I didn't read that in my King James Bible, but
He was a Roman.
I heard. I know Saul like killed the church and he threw people in prison, and I knew all that.
Dude, changing one letter in his name doesn't change his past and what he is.
No, that the Lord changes the letter in his name.
Is this Luke or
that
Luke?
just excuses everything. You know, Charles Manson should have just changed his name to
I don't give
Taro
a fuck about
Manson,
Charles
and
Manson,
then
but I
he
pray
would-
for him to get
then he would
saved.
have been absolved, right?
I
Then he'd
hope he
say,
gets
"Oh,
saved."
The Lord changed my fucking name to Tarl's Mansion, and now I haven't done anything wrong, and you all can."
I don't really give a damn about him, bro. Like, the one thing is about him, I hope he gets saved. I hope when he gets in prison and gets beat up and all that, he goes and turns to the Lord.
Well, that's
and
very
he'll be in heaven.
Wait a second. That's very Christian of you to hope that someone gets beat up.
Bro, I am a Christian. I'm a Bible believer.
Well, really, that how is
Bible
that turning the other cheek?
I'm not anyone else. I'm just a Bible believer.
Listen to me. When did Jesus ever tell you to go seek revenge on someone because you did something you didn't?
The Lord said, "Turn another cheek." And he said, "Forgive your brother."
You're hoping somebody. You're hoping somebody gets beat up and
pray for your enemies.
Wait
the Lord said, "Turn the other cheek."
No, the Lord said, "Pray for your enemies," and He said, "Turn the other cheek." I prayed for him to get saved. I prayed for freaking Donald Trump to run this country right.
Keep your pants on. Don't turn the other cheek like that.
Hold on, wait a second.
Whoa, bro, you have a carnal mind.
Hold on, wait. Everybody shut up. This is my show. Hold on, this is my show. Shut up. Okay? Now look, you just said in your most Christian way, I guess, that you hope someone went to prison and got beat up and brutalized.
Yeah.
For him to repent. Yes.
Wait a second. Why would you want that to happen to
That's the only thing that would make him repent.
That's
So-
wait a second.
Hey, that's the only thing that'll make him repent. He needs to have he needs to have that.
Wait a second. Are we forgetting about Matthew 17?
Well, read it to me.
Judge not.
No, I never said I was judging him.
Well,
I said he needs that to happen to him.
You took it upon yourself to decide that he needed to repent, and you decided what it would take to make him
No,
repent.
bro, like
Judging him. That's judging
Sub,
him.
I never said I was going to do that upon him. The Lord will make that happen to him, and he'll repent.
You wanting someone else to do it is even worse.
No, because the Lord is God. Who am I to go in the way of the Lord, dude? I couldn't get in the way of the Lord. Okay, Sab, are you can get in the way of the Lord? Can you go and say, "Oh, you shouldn't have did that, Lord," to that person? No, dude. Who are you then?
Bro, you're having Bible gasms on here. You're taking over the show.
No, bro.
Yeah,
I just believe in the Bible. That's it. Period.
Lucky, you only believe in one version of the Bible. Prior to 1611, when the King James was
Sab, I don't know. That's what I believe. I mean, I don't know.
How did people know the truth before King James?
I mean, I know that anybody that preaches the gospel, people will hate me. I know that, but like, I do like your channel.
I'm going to tell you what
King
it
James
is. No, it's not because you preach the gospel. It's
Did you read 15, 1 through 4? Have you read that on your channel?
Oh my God.
You're taking over. You're interrupting, Lucky. Come on, show some respect.
Sidetracking our show, dude.
Jesus.
Come on, dude.
No,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
not why people don't like you. People are not liking you because you don't preach the gospel. You shove it down people's fucking throats. You shove it down the throats of people that don't want it. And when they say, I don't believe your thing, go ahead your way, you insist on pushing it on them. I don't care if you believe in a fucking book. That's your business, bro.
He's like Saul. He's a Bible rapist. He's shoving it down.
One single version of the Bible rapist.
So here's the deal. We're off of that now. Okay? We're off of that. No more Jesus. No more Bible. No more none of that in here.
You guys want to
tonight.
talk about the reckoning of the sun? I think that's really interesting.
That's what all that.
We're gonna get back to the final experiment.
Yeah, let's go to the show.
I'm gonna bounce off.
Cheers.
Cheers, Greg.
Yeah, I think like this is really fun, guys.
Then I come on and I talk to you about it.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. He doesn't even know he's muted.
Penguins believe in the Bible?
Let's just keep this easy here.
Yeah.
I wanted to do I wanted to simplify this whole bullshit that's happening this weekend. It's crazy. All right. Our channel.
Oh, wait a second. Tell Nicole that if you run over a penguin with a snowcat, they kind of look like a Bible because the black with the white in it.
It's black, white, and red all over.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I like that chick's hat. That's a nice hat.
Yeah,
this one?
I'm gonna go do my rosary now.
Here's the bugger of it. Like this is a really important weekend for everybody here. I don't know that everyone even understands like how important it is. Like there's a lot of people that are Bible readers. I'm a Bible reader. I appreciate that piece of literature. I'm a big fan of looking into everything. Right. I've always just been interested in figuring out where the hell I'm at. Where am I at, and what's going on, and then I can branch out from there and actually, I don't know, get up to some cool shit that maybe I could get up to if I know where I'm at. And I'm going to try to keep this as simple as I can. I've got there's a 90-degree 17-window loft. I live here in New York. I'm four stories up. I can see the sun go across all the way, and I watch it go 45 degrees roughly from the horizon, and then it takes a slight curl down, looks like to the right, to the northwest of me, which would be down to the right from me. We've got a good friend of ours who was in Point Arenas, now is in Antarctica. Looked back up from Point Arenas, looked up, and it was northerly. Punta Arenas, and looked up at the midday sun, and it was northerly. Now, here's what we got. Tomorrow, we're going to find out what the fuck this place actually is. And I'm going to tell you really simply right now. He looks northward. If the sun goes down to his left, because he's looking north, so it's right to left for him, It is left to right for me because I'm looking south from New York. From where he's at, he's looking sun up right, sun down left. Okay? If it goes down to his left and then goes behind him or stays above his head, all right, there's something we don't understand about that. But it ain't the same thing that I'm looking at over here because that's divergent lights.
Yeah.
Divergent lights. I've got a light that's going, it's going like this. I'm trying to do it the best I can. His light is going down to the left. Mine's going down to the right. That means reflection or it means alternative light source. All right? That's how big of a deal this fucking weekend is. And I hope that everyone out here is
more
listening.
than one light source. Absolutely.
Something. I don't know. I'm not claiming. I make no claims.
I think
I'm
there
just
is.
saying we've got a divergent source of lights going two different directions. And this is a big fucking deal, guys.
Hold up, dude. Hang on. Wait a second. Check this out. I just thought of something. Something just went through my head. You ever been laying in the bed at night and a car go down the road and its headlights go by in the window? Right? You see it go by in the window, but over on the wall, you see the fucking light goes the opposite way.
Yeah,
It's a pinhole.
Yeah,
You ever seen how that just
Yeah.
like flashed into my head for a minute? I was thinking that because I've seen that. Like I wake up at night, hear a truck go by, and I'll see the headlights go by out here, but I see the light go like that, the opposite direction.
Yes.
It's a pinhole. And you want to know what I learned in photography school when we were
What do they call
when
that?
they were
Not a
teaching
pinhole,
us
but
obscura.
Obscura,
Kind of
yeah.
like a camera obscura. It's also a pinhole. It's also, you remember when you used to sit in front of a light and then it shines it and you like drew the silhouettes.
Listen,
and
that's
things?
what I
But
think.
but when
Listen,
it
that's
hits
what
the
I think Da
window-
Vinci. I think Da Vinci used camera
did.
obscura.
He
But
did.
listen, I think because they can't figure out how he made his paint so thin, I'm going to tell you what I think he did. I think he figured out some kind of a silver-based chemical or something that he treated the canvas with,
Mercury.
let the exposure make the picture, and then touch it up with real thin paint
Oh.
to get
Are
the
you saying
You know
the
what?
image.
faked it?
Actually,
Are you saying he
Sav,
faked all his
actually,
painting?
Sav,
Wow.
that actually makes a lot of sense in the invention of how film was actually made, and that that chemical, that metallic chemical that you're talking about, could potentially be silver nitrate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Da Vinci was the original Kodak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the original
Yeah.
Kodak.
That's very interesting. It's very
Way
interesting.
back.
And like honestly, if you can have a chemical do your work without having actually have to do any work, I mean, it's man, give him some
Masterfully do
credit,
the
I
work,
guess.
right?
But
So,
he didn't actually
wait a
paint it,
second.
but it's
so
like
Da Vinci, he mostly painted on fresco, and fresco is painting on wet plaster. So if he potentially mixed that wet plaster with some kind of silver nitrate, then yes, that camera obscura theory could definitely be true, for sure.
Yep.
But what
I
was
think
saying
there's
about the
something more
lighting
to
thing-
it.
What I was saying
Yeah.
about the lighting thing, in any studio, in any flash, any TV studio, when you have a subject, your light is 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Rembrandt lighting, 45 degrees this way. That's what creates that triangle over the eye. You know, that old Rembrandt lighting. They used to do it with candles, and they'd sit the person right there, just like the camera obscura stuff, and then they would be able to paint it. In photography now, we have strobes and flashes. So you're usually, shooting with a flash right on your camera. But if you have off-camera flash, you can set up a light that's like 45 degrees here, 45 degrees here, and then the camera is 45 degrees here. So you're creating a whole entire, and then the camera and the lens sees it upside down and backwards. So who's to say we're not seeing something that's like below us being reflected onto some kind of metallic firmament or whatever you want to call it, and then reflected back.
yeah, that's where we're at.
Okay, look, I
Where
like
we're at.
at the planetarium. Everybody is always fascinated with looking up at the dome that they're putting everything on there. I like to look at the center of the whole place because that's a really cool projector that they've got right there where I don't know the North Pole would be. That's what I'm thinking. This shit is all
Yeah.
coming from the North Pole, man.
Yeah, and it's like, and
Yeah.
honestly, it's like really everyone
There
that's
has to be
listening.
two.
Everyone's
They have to work
listening
in
to this.
conjunction with
Get
each
up
other.
tomorrow, whenever you get up. Doesn't even matter what time you're up. Just time stamp when you get up. Go out and get a rough reading of where the sun's at, degrees wise versus the horizon. Get a compass. You can get a compass app on your phone. It's cheap, or get a real compass. Get
I
the
need a
reading.
real one.
Get the reading, and just figure it out. And then you'll realize, in 100,000,000%, I'm looking at the sun over here. Jaron is looking at it a completely different position. It's not that hard. There's just people with eyes, people that have eyes to look out the window. Where's the sun? Get your compass reading, figure it out, get the time. I tried with Jaron 3 times today. He didn't give me one. I hope he gives me one tomorrow, because really, even a stupid dead eye reckoning, I'll be able to like, oh, so the sun should be right around here. And then if it goes behind his head, that means you got a reflection. It means you got a reflection. It means you got something else going on. It's just impossible for the sun to be where it's at, where he says it's at.
And ambient light, right?
Reflection. I'm sorry, Stephen. I just really quick. Speaking of reflection, because somebody just said in the chat about it's Azir Shakat. We don't actually see light. We see illumination. We actually see reflection of the subtraction of the light. We don't actually see color. The sun is equal parts red, green, and blue. And the easiest way to explain this is like, you get ink with a printer and you get CMY. That's the opposite of RGB. So when you subtract red from cyan, you get yellow. So all of these colors are actually reflecting off of different pigments from each other. The surface is actually nothing but white.
So I need a compass, I need a drink, and I need some cocaine. I think
we could all use a boost. I've been burnt out for the last 3 days on this, like trying to figure out what the fuck are we talking about here. And then, really easy, really easiest. The easiest thing can be, you're in Virginia, right? You're south of me. You're south of me, what, roughly 600, 700 miles?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and then Jer is roughly, now he's about 7,000 miles.
I don't even think I'm that far. Really, but
yeah. And I'm looking at, during the day, I look out these big windows in my loft, and I'm looking south, about almost exactly 180 south, and I can watch the sun, right? And all we got to do is everybody get up at some point in time during the time tomorrow, figure out where the sun is to you, tell me your location, get out a compass reading of where it's at, and then we'll do a redneck reckoning of where the damn fucking sun actually is, right? And I said that the other day. I said I thought it was about over the Gulf or whatever. That's the apparent position of the sun, right? But then we get something from Jaron coming back northward. If it's going the opposite direction, we have divergent light sources. It's that simple, and that's where we're at, and that's how we're going to figure out how this place is actually lit up. That's really it. There's nothing else to it. The flat water, the seeing too far, everything else, it's already done. We have a pile of evidence that it's flat. Over here, we've got this little bitty thing of a 24-hour sun down there. All I need is a reading. From down there, and we'll talk about the fact that suns go opposite directions in different places because maybe they're reflected. Maybe. That's where I'm at.
It's really not down, though, is it?
It's not down. It's out.
Yeah, it's out.
Sorry, that was a rant.
That shit looks dumb as fuck. Look at this.
Why is there a box in
Look, it's a globe. It's a globe.
Have you guys actually seen Jason Jack? And he talks about flat Earth.
I don't. That name doesn't.
Well, look him up, Jason Jack.
You guys, they have a.
Oh, look at me! I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
They have a volleyball court on the snow in Antarctica.
Oh yeah, we saw that
too. They have 70 employees.
Did you watch the live stream?
What do these 70 employees do? How much?
We're gonna pull it up in just a minute.
Do they play beach volleyball on snow? In bikinis?
Yeah, apparently.
I don't know. We restreamed the stream that they did earlier.
Yeah.
Snow volleyball.
They have
I need some snow.
They have snow letters that say Antarctic Marathon, and I'm like,
snort
who the
it?
fuck runs in Antarctica? Does anybody run there?
What are they doing in there? What are they doing there?
I don't even know. Elizabeth, and she's got her really pretty blue nails. I really appreciate that, and she's got a really nice blowout. But I can't even imagine what her hair is going to look like by the time this trip is over. If she is that shiny, she's gonna need like a keratin and everything.
The only thing that was bothersome today was on this particular thing was I was asking very particularly over and over. I was copying and pasting, and I've known Jared for years, and I'm just going to go ahead and say I still trust what he does. I was going over and over again in the text. I need a reading. Look at the sun. Give me a compass reading. Never got one. Maybe he was busy. Maybe he was so busy that he
talking about the showers and how he has to boil a bucket of water.
Yeah, I just wanted a
order to
reading.
pour
It would have
into
taken 2
something
minutes.
And like hook up a hose so that they can take a shower, and they're only allowed to have a shower every other day.
Yeah. I wanted a reading. I just wanted a compass reading. So hopefully we get that tomorrow. Just putting that on record.
I'll tell you what. That's wild because you know he saw it. Why didn't he just give it to you?
He did, and
Yeah.
and so I'm going to wait
Take a
tomorrow.
second.
If he doesn't give me the compass reading, then I don't have anything at all.
Kick his ass. Make him give you a reading. Tell him he needs a golden shower. I don't know. Just
that's
pressure him. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Anyway, yeah, this is interesting. Watch this.
See, here's where it just went. It just went.
I remember when I lost my mind.
I'm sorry. It just went to the. It did kind of go there.
All right.
Let's have a look at it. I wanna like review this because I haven't had a chance to look back at it. I restreamed it, but I didn't look at it. So let's figure out what they're getting up to. You know.
I don't think it's live yet.
It's live, Jared.
I can't see.
We might all have it.
Oh wait, maybe it is live. Can you see us? Give me a 5x on the sound, a 5x on a.
You guys don't really have to do that.
Skidoo behind us here. Go by. Oh, let's turn it this way. Orientation is locked. Why? It's making me do it this way. Oh, so that means the thumbnail probably sucked. Hopefully I can see chat. Can you guys hear me? Somebody give me a 5x. I don't hear any. There's no even recollection. Nobody even acknowledging that we're live.
They don't have no razors down there in
Yeah, we got it. Sweet.
You got it?
Duffy, you got anything to say to these fine people? Thank you, by the way, for bringing us out here to this.
We made it. We're here.
Tell them about the flight.
Number 1 tracked flight on Flight Radar 24.
That's pretty dope.
Amazing.
Pretty dope. It's not cold at all. Look, everyone's barehanded, shirtless.
No gloves, no hat.
No gloves, no hat. Look at Liz.
These polar boots are also getting a little hot too.
They are
It's
getting a little
They're getting a little toasty.
And you guys said I'm crazy because I wanted to do a polar plunge.
I'm clearly Californian as I'm still wearing these gloves.
Yeah, for sure.
Totally doable to do a polar plunge.
Can't we just do polar like snow angels?
Yeah.
So there's your sun, and that is no, I don't see the sun. Hello, where are you, son?
That's northish.
Yeah, it's northish. So I'll show you where the north marker is. See this triangle over there?
North.
It's a little mountain, right?
Where'd Lowry go? I thought he wanted to watch this, Nicole. Where'd he go?
Sav, am I on?
Yeah.
Or do you mute me?
No, you're here.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Lowry left the room. He wanted to know. He said it north. He was seeing it north.
Video
Lowry's
chat.
getting a beer.
I need a
But
compass.
I was just watching this, and I kind of. No, I'm not muted.
A video
I'm
chat.
unmuted. I feel like this is
With
kind
people.
of like the hills Antarctica. I feel like you're trying to create
People.
some kind of drama.
Hold on a
You know,
second,
like
Nicole.
Cookie, yeah.
Lucky, you got to quiet.
Cookie.
You got. Lucky,
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
talking
sorry.
over Nicole. We can't hear.
Oh, is it
Lowry,
loud? Is it loud?
Well, you're
I
talking
apologize.
over her. We can hear
Oh,
you
I
talking
apologize.
to who-
You're
I was
drunk,
talking to my
Lucky.
daughter. I was talking to
Are
my
you
daughter.
drinking?
Okay.
Are you drinking? Are you drinking?
No.
Lucky?
No, I know how you hate that.
Come on.
No.
So we can hear you talking to whoever.
Yeah, I
it is
have
and
a 15-year-old.
talking over somebody else.
Oh yeah, you definitely need to talk over your dog.
Lowry, can you turn your microphone up?
I'm
any?
sorry.
Turn up or down?
Up.
Up. How's this? Better?
Yeah, much good.
Better. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
it. Copy.
So he just now said that he was looking north, that the sun was north of him.
Okay, right at this moment?
At that moment right there, he just said it was north.
Okay. All right. What do we got here? So like, it looks a lot like me looking south. It looks about 45. No, to me that would be 20 degrees from horizon.
So if he
sun
was
from
wait,
horizon.
if the sun was behind him, where's his shadow? The shadow's in front.
Shadow's behind him,
In
but it's
front of
like
him. The shadow would be in front of
You can see
him.
his shadow in his
It'd
sunglasses.
be coming this way.
You can see his shadow in his sunglasses, so that's creating that.
Yeah, you can see the shadow.
Yeah.
In it. What I'm saying is like it looks like
why is
in this
there-
picture, I would say that's roughly 20% from horizon up. What do you think, Sav? Best guess.
I think it's 33%.
I mean, it doesn't look
Looks
like
like about
45%.
20. Looks like maybe
Okay, and that's
about 20.
That's northerly. This is a big deal, guys, because this is a real
20, maybe 25 degrees.
Yeah. And this is the actual real thing that we have here. We have a person geographically
Is what it
in a
is,
place that's
right?
way over there. We can actually do a dead reckoning, stupid observation on this. And yes, it's stupid.
What was your declination?
I just don't understand why.
Are you talking about from New York City?
Volleyball.
Yeah,
Who the fuck
when
plays
you looked
volleyball
at
in
it
the
at the
snow?
same time.
Okay,
Nobody.
so I'm going to tell you how we determined at least the angle
How many
sky.
degrees off the horizon was it?
So I'm looking directly. I put up a compass. To me, I'm looking directly dead south. I've got a bunch of windows in front of me. It was 180. It was almost perfectly 180 at noon from me south in Brooklyn, which is on Long Island, which is the island off of the New York. Everyone knows this. Okay, so I'm looking almost directly south, right? So and how did I determine 45 degrees? I kind of went up and I looked at the way my curtains were showing shadows in my loft. In other words, I've got a 90 degree at the roof of my loft, and I got a 90 degree going down, right? And it looked generally like splitting in half. The shadows are splitting in half from the sun.
I need a loft.
45 degrees, yeah. All right, so that was,
So
call it
you saw the sun at 45 degrees?
straight out this fucking window right in front of
Okay,
me.
now that's a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go.
It should have been lower. It should have been
Wow.
lower in the sky for you than it is for him at the same time.
You'd think, right?
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
So
Houston, we got a problem.
I will continue. Like this is how it went, and I'm just for people that coming in here. I watch it go straight through the windows, and then it takes a slight turn, which I would call a right turn to my right, and then to the northwest. And I tracked it with a compass. And the sun's over there going down to the right, which I would call northwest in the United States. If he's seeing something northerly from 7,000 miles south of me, looking back north, yet it's going across his northerly vision and coming back to his left and either setting or going back around his head, it ain't the same sun.
How do we know?
Or it's a reflection.
You think there's multiple suns, Lowry? Is that what
No,
you're getting at?
I'm not claiming that. I'm saying
No, I'm not saying you're claiming it, but
I'm
could it
saying
be-
that the sun that I'm looking at that's curving down to my right and to the northwest in the United States from New York, and then he sees it going back around his head. I'm saying it feels like a reflection, or it's something else that I don't
but
understand.
You said it ain't the same sun. Might it be possible, like a possibility, that there are multiple suns? Could that be?
I'm not going to rule it out. I'm not going to rule it out, but I'm not down there. I'm not down there. I'm just saying the sun that I'm looking at, going over here doing this, ain't the same one he's seeing. That's all I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. I agree.
That's all I'm saying, because it doesn't make any sense.
Wait a second.
I feel the same way.
I don't know what it is. I don't have any idea what it is. No idea how it works. Is it reflected? Is it alternate sun spinning in the south? I have no fucking idea. I just know that I'm looking.
No. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Gotcha.
We're good because he's actually further from the Tropic of Capricorn, than you are.
Yeah.
Okay, so he would see it at a lower. He would see it at a lower angle.
Oh, so.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's weird. It's really weird because
It
the
is.
sun
I was
going
sitting
over
here
here.
trying to reconcile-
He's seeing
trying
it.
to reconcile that shit, man.
He's going somewhere else. I'm seeing it over here, 7,000 miles that way. I don't
doesn't
understand
add
how
up,
that
does it?
works.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure it out. And I need you guys' help. Figure it out for me. Help me figure it out. How a sun over here that's going a different direction, that he sees it going a different direction down there. That would be divergent light sources. That's just where I'm at. That's all I got.
Well, wait a second. He hasn't said which way it's been going yet. He only
Not yet,
said
but he won't tell me.
north.
I've been asking for 3 days. He won't tell me. I was like, I just need a reading.
Well, it's obviously
just give me a damn reading.
If he's looking at it northward, it's going to go to the left.
You'd think, but it shouldn't go left and then down to his
no,
left.
But we haven't heard anything. We haven't heard anything about that yet either.
True.
What I'm reconciling right now is the approximate 20 to 25 degrees that he's seeing there, as opposed to the 45 degrees you see in New York. And I was looking at the distance from the Tropic of Capricorn, where he's at, as opposed to where you're at. And you're actually closer to the Tropic of Capricorn than he is right now. So that would make the sun lower in the sky for him. But the fact that you're both seeing it in the same orientation, that's where we know we're at as far as the video is concerned right now.
Yeah,
now,
it's weird. Yeah, actually, I should say that, Soft. Like, I'm looking just at this frozen picture that you have here of Jaron. That roughly looks like what I look out through my windows and up to what I would roughly say 45 degrees.
You think that's 45 degrees where he's looking at right there?
The only way I can do it is I look at my right angle from my roof, from my ceiling to my wall down, and the shadows come in, and it looks like it cuts it in half. That's the best I got.
Ask you something.
That's the best I got.
How do we know Jaron's actual location for verified? How do we know where he actually is? Like, he might not be.
Well, the best we got is the tracker thing that we were just showing a little bit ago. So,
and has Jaron produced any useful footage yet at all?
I wanted a compass reading from Puntas Arenas, and I didn't get it. And that's the one thing I'm most disappointed about. I'm not saying he's not going to produce something better tomorrow. He might produce something great tomorrow. I just didn't get the point. He already had it before they even went to Antarctica, and that's what kind of pisses me off a little bit. But hopefully we get some solid shit from wherever they went.
I agree.
I wanted Puntas Arenas yesterday. All he needed was a damn compass reading. That's all I needed. You know, I've got one from here, and I sent it to him 15 times.
So far, it gets an F.
Well, let it all go through.
Duffy's live right now.
Go through.
Oh, let's go Duffy live. Let's see what's happening. This should be interesting.
Good. Hang on, let me pop this down. Fuck.
You want me to get off?
No, you're all right, man.
Okay.
Let's see, Duffy, final experiment. Let's go back. We can come back to this.
That I told about the final experiment. And I took a risk. He saw a sermon that I had online.
Oh, see.
And he sent me a private message on Facebook. There you go. And we started communicating. And by chance, he was actually planning on moving to Colorado, which is where I live, in just the next couple of months. And so I let him know what I was planning.
He looked like a snake.
And he was incredibly helpful. Incredibly helpful. Just so everyone knows, he made the music for our first videos, our first 5 videos. First 6 videos actually had a score to them, and he made that music. So we've had people ask us for the name and the artist of the song so they can buy it. And I said, hey, we made that, we created that. We didn't want to have any copyrighted.
Gives a fuck, man. What are you even doing? It's midnight in Antarctica.
Abe. And he just did an incredible job. So thankful for those videos. I have ideas in my brain, and I don't have the skills to bring them to fruition. And so Abe did such a good job of taking what I was telling him and making it a reality. Next would be Chad Franklin. So he has done our website. He's done just an incredible job. I'm constantly asking.
Let's I say we let him yammer on and do his thing and go back to what we were doing. What do you think?
Damn, I can't.
I want to get some. I want to glean some data out of whatever he's saying.
You're not. You're going to hear about all the people that helped him out, and he's going to just do a bunch of smiling Bob preacher bullshit. You know, give me the fucking Cliff's notes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, indeed.
I mean, listen, that's all you're
Later,
doing.
the
I
final
want to
experiment.
thank, the
The wolf pack
Academy.
is mainly people that live in Australia who have a vested interest in this debate of flat Earth versus globe, and just a lot.
I ain't worried about him.
I think it's
Why is it
look,
so warm there?
It's him just beating his fucking dick beater up and down. That's all he's doing. Let's see.
Why is it so warm
I
there?
can
I
see
don't
some stuff.
understand.
What's that?
Why is it so warm there? I can't understand.
Well,
how
it's
it can be
summer.
like-
It's the summer solstice there for them. It's the warmest it will be in Antarctica.
Oh, climate change. Oh.
Climate change.
But it just looks like springtime in Canada. Like it doesn't even look like. I don't know. I just smell a fish.
I don't know, man.
Fishy.
I think it's interesting. There's a lot of people studying the sun. Really cool.
Yeah, I think that's a really important thing. And like, guys, ride your mute in case you have some television going on in the background or whatever. I think it's like super cool that suddenly for the first time everyone's actually paying attention to the light source that's wandering around our heads every single day. You know, and like I didn't do it for years.
Is what these fucking idiots have been using for their whole life to believe that they're on a ball when they don't even know what it is. First off, they think that it's an impossible ball of gas that collected together for no reason at all and became nuclear fusion. That's fucking bullshit, stupid in the first place, right? So it's like I said, there's what we see in the sky. Very, very interesting. Does it dictate where we stand? No, it does not.
No, it doesn't. Hey, King Stephen, for a quick second, can you mute up? Or Lucky, I'm not sure where that sound is coming from.
Somebody got a TV
No,
going.
I'm here.
Got a TV.
Not me.
Lowry.
So it's not me.
I'm right here.
I'm muting up. It's not me. Okay, so anyway, here's the thing.
No, it's on you, Luke. Lucky, somebody
Lucky,
playing a TV
you got
or
something
on your end.
coming through. Just
What happened, Soft?
Just mute up for a second. It's no big deal. Just mute up and then.
I'll mute. I don't say anything.
Listen, you got somebody with a TV on in the same.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro.
No worries.
I'm
just,
sorry.
Just mute up. There we go.
I don't
So
care.
anyway,
I don't wanna hear
this is what the grand thing that I came to today was. I'm looking out a window. I'm a person. I'm a human being with eyes. I have eyes and I can see stuff. Yeah. This is really important, guys, because like all the bullshit, math and everything else that comes to this whole thing doesn't matter. I'm looking at a sun that Jaron should be seeing in a particular position, same as me. I'm looking out and I'm wondering, wait, what is your compass position on this, on where you see it northerly, 7,000 miles south of me? He'd be looking north, I'd be looking south. We had a really good situation here. We had a guy in Denver, Antarctic monkeys, who saw it generally as the eye would see it reckoning. Roughly, the sun looks like it would probably be over Louisiana or out in the Gulf, right? The apparent position of the sun. Okay. Now, let's take it back. Jaron's looking north. He said northerly. He looked midday 2 days ago. He said the sun was northerly. This is really simple, guys, and we will have the answer, I think, sooner than later. I think they already have it.
Here's what I'm wondering, Lowry. Here's what I'm wondering. You got Duffy going live saying it's midnight down there in the fucking Antarctica. Why isn't Jaron or Witsit going live?
I'm still confused. I mean, like, isn't this the time we're supposed to be looking?
Yeah.
We have no live
Are they in
anything.
cahoots?
There's
they in
nothing
cahoots?
happening.
Could they be?
I mean, I would have. Right now, they're 2 hours ahead of us. That's what I found out just 2 nights ago. They're 2 hours ahead of us, so it's midnight right about now. Get some shots right now. Why not right now? Why not? Why is it tomorrow? Why is it not tonight? I think they could have gotten the observations in Punta Arenas. I think they could have everything that they wanted.
Oh, you know what, though? They might be saving it for that fucking pay-per-view shit that they got going on, too.
I don't know. I mean, I'm
You
just
know?
right now. I'm like, I texted Jaron a million times, and I have not lost confidence in Jaron or Austin. I still at this point in time, I have no evidence that they're anything other than exactly who they are. You know,
Lowry,
I want
Sovereign.
some
When will it
evidence.
be finished? When will it be done?
I think they're there for the next 3 days.
So in 3 days, it'll be done.
Yeah, and I want some data. I
Oh,
want
good.
some damn
Okay.
fucking compass data.
Good.
Just
Real
point to
hard
me where the
data.
damn sun is, and I'll be like, well, that's funny because the sun's over here for me. It's over here for me, and that's weird that you're seeing it there, down there,
weird.
out there.
Well,
That
here's
nobody's
the thing.
giving me
Let me-
anything.
I'm going to tell you. I think that, like Fred Johnson says in here, it's they might have their shit paywalled, and that's their right to do so. But here's how little of a fuck I really give. I'm not paying anybody any money.
You want to be in the video?
I don't give a
No.
fuck.
I'm not
Because
paying
the
him
sky,
jack shit.
the sky is not
Why?
the earth.
Why?
Nobody's. Yeah, it's like I'll wait for the data to come
This is
out. I'm not in a big
Simon.
hurry. So
He's a
I'm,
good
I'm,
guy,
I'm,
Rick.
I'm just like I would. It would seem to me that it takes about 2 seconds to take a compass reading and tell me where the sun is at noon. That's all I wanted, and that's I can just do a stupid
Well, you
dead
didn't
record.
get it. So there you
Didn't
go.
get it.
You
Didn't get it.
You didn't get it. So
Didn't get it.
I don't know what
Aaron's
to tell
lazy.
you. You can keep saying
Or
it. I
he's a
wanted
shill.
it. And I didn't get it. You still ain't gonna get it.
That's right.
Maybe he's a shill.
I don't
put
know.
that
I don't
right
think.
out
I don't think Jaron's a show. I'm just frustrated because I think it would be really easy to
Well,
have done that. So
And he's a lazy dumbass then not to do that.
I just want to know where he's seeing the sun because I can see it
He's a
every day
good guy, dude.
at my loft. Like Jaron and Austin have been good guys for me for 10
I don't
years.
trust Jaron.
I don't know. I can't speak to that. I'm just saying.
I
know
yeah, I
I
know.
see
I'm not-
something over here. I want to see if they're seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. It could
I'm
have
not
been
trying
so
to
easy.
get you to agree, but I'm just putting that out there. A lot of
Well,
the chat.
maybe, just maybe, the next time he will.
I hope so.
But he didn't that time, so that's fucked. Okay,
It's not that hard to- it's not that hard to do.
That's out. That's gone now. One guy dropped the ball. Okay, the main guy dropped the ball.
He always drops the ball.
Okay, so whatever, fumble. Let's see if he
Fumble
doesn't.
with the
Let's
laser.
see if he doesn't drop the
Sure.
ball the next time. Okay, if they got all this and they're going live and it's behind their paywall or whatever, then whatever. Like I said, I don't give that much of a fuck that I'm going to pay money. Times are tight right now. Okay, I got stuff to do with the money, and I don't make a fucking dime off this bullshit that I do on here.
I've got
okay?
the money, but I'm not paying him shit. I don't trust him. I
Well, it's the thing is that there's better things that I'll eventually know. I don't go to premiere movies and pay top box office price because I know if it's a good movie now, 6 months or a year from now, it'll still be a good movie, and chances are it'll be on a streaming service or I'll find it in the $5 bin at Walmart. Whatever. Okay. I can wait. I'm very patient. I'm very patient when
I'm
it
sorry.
comes to shit like that.
I'm a little grumpy about
This
the whole
smells
thing,
like rotten herring or sardines, though. It smells like fishy. It just does to me. There's people in the chat that agree, and I know it's not just run by the chat room, but there's a lot of people here that are.
I don't
thinking,
get
what
it.
the hell's
I got
going
a
on?
bad gut feeling on this too, myself, but I'm not ready to lay my cards out.
I think
I'm
they're up
holding.
to something.
I mean, I guess
Possibly.
tomorrow we're gonna get all the data, and we're gonna get hopefully all I need is compass data. I don't give a fuck
Sorry,
about.
can you hear me?
About 24-hour sun. I don't give a fuck about any of that.
Okay.
And it really is just like I just want to know where he sees the sun at a certain point in time and where I see it. That's it. That's all I want to do. I want to see where it looks like, and then I can do my own calculations as where he thinks he sees his sun, as opposed to where I see my sun, and I want to know what he finds. We could have found that out 3 days ago. I'm being grumpy, and I'll just
coulda,
let it
shoulda,
go.
woulda. What I just say about coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah, I'll let it go. It's all good.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda in one hand and shit in the other one, and see which one fills up fast. Right?
Yeah.
That's how that rolls. So
Indeed.
none of us got a time machine. We can't go back, and we can't do anything to fuck about it. Let it go. Right?
Fuck them.
Let it go.
I mean, Speaking of it from a producer standpoint, like, what if all of the things that you're grumpy about, Lowry, what if all the things that you're grumpy about are things that you aren't allowed to know yet? Because what if they're trying to figure out how to reveal to the world that NASA wasn't wrong and Earth just expands to infinity and beyond?
I don't know.
And
I have no idea.
Jaron Whitsitt and
big psyop.
Right.
Yes.
So from a
that's what
producer
I think.
standpoint, how are you going to spin that from like journalism or editorial?
I mean, I hit up Jaron,
Which is propaganda.
At
which
least I would say 50 times. I was like, I just need a compass reading of the sun looking northerly. I
yeah,
hit him
but
up.
he went and he asked other people.
Well, he did, but it never happened. It never happened.
Yeah,
so
and
like,
they all said like, oh, mine says this way and mine says this way.
I
and
never
mine
got
says
the
that.
data.
It's on this video.
No, it isn't because they went silent.
No, there was.
Well, I got an idea. I got an idea.
If somebody has the data, I'd love to have it. That's
Hold
all
on, I got an idea. We can
All right.
watch the video and see. How about that?
Let's do it.
Fact check.
Sorry.
Fact check, Sav.
I'm cranky right now. I'm sorry, guys.
Do you want some water?
Yeah.
We'll uncrankify. Smoke a bowl or something, dude.
Maybe I will.
Do you need some more?
I'll be right back.
Do you need a hug?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I'll give you a hug.
I need a hug.
Do you want a hug?
Hold on, we're muted here.
Can you send me a hug?
Yeah.
So anyway, how far were we?
Can
I get a hug?
Right here. All right, are we all done getting hugs and everything?
We're good.
You good?
I'm
Great.
gonna
Thank
mute
you,
up.
sweetheart.
I'm gonna mute.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
Go to town.
Bye. Sweet.
You got it?
Duffy, you got anything to say to these fine people? Thank you, by the way, for bringing us out here to this.
We made it. We're here.
Tell them about the flight.
Number 1 tracked flight on Flight Radar 24.
That's pretty dope.
Amazing.
Pretty dope. It's not cold at all. Look, everyone's barehanded, shirtless,
No gloves, no hat.
no gloves, no hat. Look at Liz.
These polar boots are also getting a little hot too.
They are
It's
getting a little
you
They're getting a
know?
little toasty.
And you guys said I was crazy because I wanted to do a polar plunge.
I'm clearly Californian as I'm still wearing these gloves.
Yeah, for sure.
Totally doable to do a polar plunge.
Can't we just do polar like snow angels?
We can.
We definitely can.
I think he said the
So
sun
there's
was
your sun.
low here.
And that is no, I don't see the sun. Hello, where are you, son?
That's north-ish.
Yeah, it's north-ish. So I'll show you where the north marker is. See this triangle over there? Where is
It's
it?
the little mountain, right?
The Triangle Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one is
How's
Right
that
there.
do that? So he's
Triangle right there.
just left
north.
just
This
left
one's there.
due north, Lowry.
I've already, which it definitely is tracking the opposite direction. It's moving this direction.
So okay, it said it's moving that direction. It's going the opposite direction. So it is going to his left, Lowry.
Okay. Yeah.
He said it is going to his left, and
I
where he
wanna know
pointed
where-
out north,
Yeah.
where he pointed out north was this little triangular mountain that's over here to the right, and that looks like it's a few degrees off of due north.
So yeah, where it's gonna be useful to me is if I get in real time, which I was trying to do, I want to see what that sun is doing versus the sun I'm seeing in New York City. I want to see.
Well, the one
direction
you
it's
were
going.
looking at went to the right, right?
Yes.
The one he's looking at is going to the
Going to
left,
the
and
left.
he's looking north. So we're right on what it should be doing.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now. Yep.
Direction. And it's supposedly going to go behind this mountain here, if you can see it. Which, I mean, this is crazy. I know you can't see it good on the screen. That mountain looks like it's right there. Looks like you can just touch it, but they say it's like a few miles away. They say that let me show you see if you can see the glacier. So you see the glacier, I can't tell what's behind me, behind the sign. So the glacier that's right behind the sign right there is 10 miles away. It looks like clear as could be right there. You can see it. So what we did is we flew in and we ducked into these. See that brown? It's hard to see in here. It's so bright. If you take your glasses off for a second, holy smoke, that's too bright. We flew in and then the plane kind of tucks in there. And then they drove us by vehicle here. That's like the medics, doctor's office. That's the red flags. If you go past those, they say you'll get hit by a plane, so don't go past the red flags. There's 2 smaller planes. There's a larger military plane. Can you zoom in? So not too bad. And these are the tents. Just give you a little rundown where we're at. And look at the whole place is empty. It's just us. There was 10 people on the flight. Well, plus the stewardesses or whatever. Oh, sorry, that's not the right name anymore. Steward people. Is that what you call them? Steward people? So that's the gift shop. That's the
gift shop.
Presentation tent. I don't know, something like that. We haven't been in there yet. This is the bathrooms where you can do your solids and your liquids. These are the tents that we'll be staying in here. See those? Clam City, I think they said it's called. I don't know. They have some weird stuff going on there. Mark, I'm live, just
That porn?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you didn't want to be on live. I was getting wrong.
It sounded like
Candace owns everything.
Oh no, that's
don't tell her husband that, but
that's her husband.
That'd be a little bit weird.
Director producer.
Director
No
producer.
beavers there.
That mountain behind me is
Like in
ridiculous.
Canada.
Did he say how tall that was? Yeah. John didn't figure it out? That's crazy. Insane. The sun is a lot higher than I expected. I don't know if somebody could look up what they expect the height of the sun to be. Is my head blocking it, or am I just not seeing it in this
Just me
reflection?
looking at it, it
When I
looks
put it in the sun,
about
obviously I can't see shit.
20% from
Jeez.
horizon.
Is it above
Not
my head?
45.
That's why my head.
No, it's going to be lower. He's further from the tropic. It's over the Tropic of Capricorn right now.
And that right now behind his sun
Okay.
behind him is northerly. It has
That's
to be northerly.
north.
Yeah.
That's north.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay.
Now
so-
he is further from the Tropic of Capricorn than you are in New York.
Yeah.
So the declination is going to be lower in the sky than it will be for you viewing it from New York. So far, as he said, it's going the proper direction. He said when he looked north, the sun was tracking to the left. As you were looking south at it, it was tracking to the right. So we're still pretty good shape right there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It's like Jesus being born under the star man. Another skidoo. It's like a whole little city they got here. I mean, if you look over this way, I'll show you this. We're still live. We're good. 11:26 either only. Come on, share this live stream. Has there ever been anybody go live from Antarctica before? Let's go with the story. Oh yeah, Jaron was the first one ever to go live. Never was anything before him. So that's the employees' tent land. We're told not to go in there. Where's that? It's all those. And this is the people. But look there's 10 of us here. So we got all these tents, and there's only 10 people here. Everybody else left. We when we landed, they picked up some group that was doing a marathon here, ice marathon. I'll show you the wall that they made of the ice. But everybody we asked so far, we asked these employees were like, so what time's the sunset? They're like, what time's the sunset? They're like, the sun just goes around, bro. The sun just circles you. We're like, yeah, but what time does it set over there? They're like, no, it doesn't do that. So, and they want to have a meeting with us to talk to us about it because they can't believe that anybody would ever believe that the sun sets. Here's your Antarctic.
Yet when a guy calls up a tourist company wanting to go to Antarctica to see a 24-hour sun, they said there isn't one. Well, what the fuck up is with that, right?
It's weird. It's weird, right? Because like that could have been the easiest answerable question of all time. Hey, let's just call down and find out. Oh, hey, you guys, what is there going to be a 24-hour sun down there? And somebody said, yeah, there is. It's weird, dude. It's weird.
Dude, I'm almost 100% convinced that it's part of a fucking cycle. And like I said the other night, man, let's face it, we had some really crazy shit going on with the sun this year.
Mm-hmm.
Already.
We live in an ice bubble.
Yeah, and I think ultimately it's like somebody knew when the right time was to send our people down there.
Well, of course, that's why they wait. Listen, the guy in Brazil that was wanting to do it, the people down there said, well, let's just go this year. And he's going, no, we'll get it all set up for next year. And then Duffy got to the point of not only bullying people into fucking going, running a contest and all this other bullshit. Okay? This was really important that people go this date. But the problem is that people are too willing. They say, oh, well, there it was. They went and saw this one time. We need repeatable observations, because I believe that this is part of some kind of a cycle that happens like every so many years, just like the eclipse happens every so many years. Here this year, we already had 2 full eclipses over the United States that came about in an X right over the United States. The paths of totality were both of different sizes. The second one was bigger than the first one. What the fuck is that all about?
Yeah. Bro, could there be a sun simulator though? Like if there's a sun there 24/7, you don't think so? You don't think they could be?
I would say it's easier for me.
Okay,
like
what
as
about
I'm looking
the
at this.
24-hour moon?
Yeah, the 24-hour moon's a whole different. That's a whole different segment we could do. But like, I just think honestly, we've got a really simple thing going on here. We've got either a reflective artifact of a source sun coming from somewhere else, or we've got a new a source of the sun that perhaps what Sav was saying was just coming in from a different thing. Either way, it just, we have divergent light sources, and that's what we're looking at. Just focus on the divergent light sources. We'll get some.
Why can't Jaron figure this out when he's right down there, supposedly right in Antarctica? Not down there.
Not sure. Okay. Not sure at this point.
I don't get that. The 24-hour moon would be lunacy.
The moon is literally sitting above us tonight, a full moon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even understand 7,000 miles over there. Like, they're going to see it the same way, or they're going to see it on the horizon, or like
it's
whatever.
Nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like, I have my eyes. I can see the sun doing what it's doing. I can see it behave a certain way, and I see it over here. And then someone in, way south is going to see it doing a different thing. It's weird to me. It's weird. It doesn't make sense. This sun over here isn't the same sun that they're seeing, or it's a reflection, or it's something. I don't know.
Well, just stay open to the possibility there might be multiple light sources.
I'm not opposed to it. I can't rule it out.
And everybody, not just you, but I'm addressing everybody tuned in. Stay open to the idea that Jaron and this Duffy character might be in bed together as well. That could be a possibility. They could be working together behind the scenes. I'm not saying that I know.
I don't think Duffy's that creative. I'm sorry, I'm not going to give him that much credit.
Duffy's not that smart.
Did you say creative or homo?
He's a tool. He's a tool.
He's not that smart.
He is a tool, but I've heard things about Jaron, so I don't know if it's true.
I'm definitely not giving Duffy that much creative clout. I'm sorry. Like, he has black eyes. Like, I don't think that. I mean, I actually think that he's fucking Lisbeth, and that's my own theory.
Let's not go there. Let's keep watching here. What do you got?
It might be homos.
Antarctic ice. Can you read that?
Are you saying Lisbeth is a man?
So it says Antarctic ice. Oh, wait, can I flip this camera? Sweet. That's even better. So there we go. Antarctic ice marathon. We're going to do something, though, as soon as we get permission, which maybe we won't need permission. We're going to say Antarctic ice. We're going to turn that M upside down, keep the A, turn that into an L, move that T over, turn it upside down, move it into an L, and throw the rest of the ice away. So it says Antarctic ice wall 2024. We'll be doing that as soon as they tell us we can. Here's the Union Glacier sign. Here's some location. Hey, did you get the height of that mountain? I don't know the height, 14,000 feet. What? It's 2 miles. 2 miles away. Yeah.
So if it's at 14,000 feet, 2 miles away, that's about like how Mount Whitney out in California is.
You talking about
by Mount Whitney?
That's right there.
Whitney is the tallest mountain in the contiguous United States.
Yeah,
and I think it's just barely like at 15,000 feet.
Where do the glaciers come from if there are mountains? Do the mountains go down underneath the ocean? If he's standing on 2,000 feet of ice.
He said 2,000 feet of ice up to.
Where do the mountains go? Are the mountains floating too, like glaciers? How does that work?
It's a shore. I think it's a shore. But he's saying it's 2,000 miles.
Are you sure of that?
Well, I haven't been there. So
I see what you did there.
Yeah. He was saying something about.
Oh, wait, it says Jaron's live now. Hold up.
Oh wait, he's live. He's live now. Oh, okay. Let's do it.
Nothing like giving him. I never got a notification about the fucking shit. I can tell you that.
Starlink must not connect to our normal mainframe.
Let's have a look.
here.
If he's live now, let's have a look.
I'm going. I'm there. Hang on. I'm looking.
Somebody yell at him.
Oh, he isn't. Where the fuck are you getting this idea that he's live? I don't see any lives on his channel.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Who said that?
They come out of the
Cubby Bear.
Chicago Cubby Bear. Where'd you get that from?
He's
not
on
live.
he's on TFE.
Oh
According
my God!
to,
Hold on. So Duffy is live then.
So
you
Duffy
gotta
is
go,
live.
Oh,
you gotta go
Duffy.
to
Fuck Duffy.
You know, it might be fun to look at him, see what he's saying. I don't know. It might be funny.
Oh wait, let's see
Truth
if I can
True that
find
says
him.
he's on Duffy's channel. Okay. So he's
Let me go over
live.
to mine.
Okay, I actually want to see this because this is.
I'll watch
What
him.
are they doing?
I'll watch him Duffy for a minute.
What are
and see
they
what
doing?
Kind of
Like
shit
literally,
he's
what
saying.
are they doing? Is it night there? The moon, like.
Yeah, he was all about the 24-hour moon like 48 hours ago. So this could be interesting.
Being able to answer
you-
questions.
Oh.
I am the
Okay, wait. Not Chiquita is
so
restreaming it right
it's
now.
been a pleasure actually being able to translate for everybody and having those lost in translation moments. And I think aside from just like the beautiful views, like this is absolutely breathtaking. Like it really is. There's nothing else like it. If there was ever any doubt, not that I ever have, but if there was any doubt about a creator, I mean, this would put it to rest. There's no way that we're not in a created place. I don't care what anybody says. Say it in the comments. I won't read them anyway.
Wow.
But yeah, no, thanks to Will, you know, obviously, as you guys know, I'm the golden ticket winner. It was a bumpy ride in the beginning, but you know, he really pulled through. And in between all of this, I've been able to grow a beautiful friendship with Austin and with Jaron. And, you know, even with the globe side, like it's been awesome. You know, Dave's been teaching me more about the optics and the camera, you know, critical think's been really cool. Even Tune, you know, and him and I, as you know, had some beef, but, you know, we were able to put it to rest because I think what matters the most is putting our egos aside. I've seen a lot of vitriol, a lot of crashing out on both sides. And it's just like, are we here for truth or are we here to hold on to a narrative and to ego? Now, with all that being said, that's not saying like a 24-hour sun proves a globe model. There's still definitely things that, you know, are in question, like the lack of sphericity of the earth and so many other things. But hey, we're here, we're working together. And I think the most important part is just this human experience all together. So I give a big shout out to just like everybody here. The guys have been super awesome. And yeah, shout out to AL Lee and, you know, shout out to God's creation for allowing us to be here and experience this. Love you all.
I'm gonna vacation there. It looks warmer than Canada.
I'm sorry.
Awesome. So yeah, Lisa's been great. She's right. We're really bonding out here. There's just magic when you get people together in person, face to face. Get to really have meaningful conversations, look each other in the eyes. It's just great. So we just hit over 4,000 people watching live. And with that, I'll turn it over to Austin Whitsitt, who you all know runs the channel Whitsitt Gets It.
OMG.
What's up?
This is
So I'm actually,
smells like Viva Creative.
they're holding guns on the other side of this camera. This is all a stage.
Wait.
No.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
so I mean, I was one of the
on.
people that said I definitely didn't think that there was a 24-hour sun. We obviously haven't actually seen the sun for 24 hours, but it is doing what they said it would do very clearly, and it is still dancing around high in the sky. So obviously we're documenting it. But yeah, you know, I said what I feel about this the whole time. Truth doesn't fear investigation. I think that we're truly trying to figure out the truth. Obviously, some people think that what we were told is the truth. I don't think that, but I do think that people need to be honest and humble and be like, whoa, you know, we were wrong. If something doesn't just pop out of the blue and all of a sudden the sun sets or something, when we claim that there was no sun or 24-hour sun. So yeah, and I know a lot of people want to know what my take is in terms of how does it work and stuff. And I will, like a quick teaser, I've seen a physical demonstration that could show this working, but I do think that some of the data we're going to have from this trip may help to clarify if that is actually what's happening. But anyway, long story short, they kind of covered the trip. It's like incredible and beautiful.
Never
and
trust
when you
a
fly
ginger.
into here, it's just like words can't even describe it, man. It is crazy
Gingers
beautiful.
don't have souls.
Obviously this, you know, for people to say that we can't go here and all these people are working here, we obviously never actually claimed that people couldn't go here. We just say you can't freely and privately explore it. But I will say this, Will we flow over it? I'd be like, you probably don't want to really do that, you know. So it looks extremely dangerous. It's beautiful, but scary at the same time. And so, you know, they say, look, if you want to go somewhere, we got to survey it, make sure you're not going to fall in and die. And I get it. So yeah, obviously we did know you could go to approved places, but more so the point of this trip is to see if there's 24-hour sun. There clearly is. I won't go on like a big rant about what I think that means. I don't think it falsifies plain Earth. I don't think it proves a globe. I think it's a singular data point. I will make one more comment kind of as to like the meta here. I do think that we have some strong personalities that get really intense on the camera. And it has been interesting to kind of be all around each other. I think it's been relatively chill. You know, I think it's been pretty cool. I think it's
you're in
more,
Antarctica,
it's a testament to the idea that we're all just humans, and whether you know it or not, there was a creator and he made you and all of us. And so that's like this basic level that we should all understand. And when there's not all this hoorah on the internet, that kind of becomes pretty self-evident in person. I think that that's cool. So yeah, I think the trip's very cool. I'm appreciative to Will. I didn't think it would really happen, so I kind of just sat back and waited. And here we are. Jaron says it's still getting canceled, so who knows? Maybe it does. But yeah, sure enough, the sun is dancing up in the sky, and they followed through with their word. We are in Antarctica. I can assure you, we tracked it with multiple compasses the entire way. We were going south or just off of south for 4 consecutive hours from Punta Arenas. I can guarantee you that's where we were as well. So yeah, sure enough, we're here. The sun is doing that in the sky. So we'd have to go back to the drawing board to try to address the preponderance of evidence. But I'll stop there. I do appreciate the opportunity. This is beautiful. I probably would have never come taking the risk of if we would see it or not. And yeah, it's something I'll remember forever. So there's that. And one more thing I'll say, everyone should just try and be nice to each other. Okay. Because I'm not even going to read the comments. I was reading the chat earlier and people talking reckless. So, and that's on both sides. I think everyone should just chill, be like, well, this is pretty like legendary stuff. Like no one's ever actually done this. We have multiple cameras. We have cameras documenting the camera. We have everything you could imagine. This has never been done. We're getting the sunspots. We're getting every different angle you can imagine. It's truly amazing. It's very cool. We're doing a lot of firsts. So yeah, I think we should just kind of all acknowledge that. And then, you know, shout out to Will for making it happen. Cause it's pretty cool that he actually pulled it off. So thank you.
He assured you.
All right. So you got to hear from everybody, which is great.
Wait, can we rewind it? I want to hear what Jaron said.
I don't want to listen to that guy either.
I don't like him.
No, that's Duffy. Can we rewind it to see what Jaron said?
All he was going to say was like, the sky proves the ground. I mean, it's just so dumb.
Yeah, but he didn't say anything about the moon.
Yeah, the 24-hour moon.
Where's the moon?
We've got like this imaginary space where you're talking about someone looking at the sky, Oh, the sun goes around. It doesn't change the fact that we see too far and water seeks its own level. It's so fucking stupid. I can't believe that we addressed it. I can't.
Can you gamble?
It's dumb.
Wait, can you gamble in Antarctica?
I don't know. Who's going to legislate that?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Why would that even be a question? Who cares?
Because I'm just curious. I don't know. Maybe penguins?
There's strip
poker. Are you allowed to smoke weed in Antarctica? I mean,
I don't know. What does an Antarctica passport stamp look like?
You could play strip poker and gamble in Antarctica.
You can do whatever you want, man, as long as you have approval by the fucking penguins. Man.
Sorry, can I talk, or I muted myself for a long time?
Yeah,
but I'll be quiet though.
Speak up, we missed you.
I just have so many questions.
So now this jug fuck is over. What are we doing now? Like now this stupid fucking thing is over.
No, I like hearing with everything you said.
We're gonna keep going. Yeah, just keep rolling. It's just like
I was listening to what you had to say for a while.
I was just saying it's just like now this stupid jug fuck of a 6-month shit ass thing that we had to go through. We're still
well, what
the
is
same.
it? 2 more days?
I knew it'd be
2 more days. We got 2 more days, brother.
Honestly, I don't care. I just don't care because it's like we have
useless.
It's dumb. It's dumb. Now we go back to the same place we were at and keep moving forward. and this stupid circus that we just went through for 6 months can fuck off.
Why aren't there
I'm
trees?
just ready for it to fuck off.
But why aren't there trees in Antarctica?
2 more days, brother.
Where are the trees?
There's not much sun down there.
Yeah, but like, why aren't there trees?
Most of the trees are in the
Are
north.
they buried in ice?
Most of the trees are in the north.
Well, what would they
Jesse
grow
got a
in,
good
Nicole?
point. Most of the trees are in the north. You
Does
know?
moss grow in Antarctica?
A little bit.
Do they have oil there? Do they have like resource? I mean, I have so many questions. I'm sorry. I don't mean to annoy you, but like,
Well,
I
Admiral
literally
Byrd
have a lot
said
of
they had a
questions.
ton of shit there. Where's all that and all the minerals and gold and all this thing, all the shit Admiral Byrd said was in Antarctica? Where's all that?
Well,
Stop.
you know, at the end of the day, look,
Sav, are you gonna have a video tomorrow?
At the end of the day,
Oh,
okay,
my bad.
every one of us out here right now, we're still in the kind of the same boat we were before this even happened.
Yeah, that proved nothing, right? That's
Okay,
the way I-
listen, no, I'm going to explain why. Again, it's not a firsthand observation. First and foremost, we can't be 100% sure that this is legitimate. We can speculate and we can believe, and we can do that based on our perceptions of the people involved with it, all we want to. But at the end of the day, that's all still a belief. Okay? So we're kind of still in the same boat. Now, I would tend to think that these guys are trying to be credible as all get out. All right, let's go with that. What does this mean? There's something weird that happens with the sun that we're not fully aware of. And we have to assume that on both sides, there is assumptions being made about the sun, its location, its distance, its composition, or even, dare I say, its singularity or physicality. Okay.
They have a really good
So-
DP for whatever
Maybe
they're doing,
globe
because
and
that shot was pretty epic.
flat. Maybe both are wrong. Maybe it's bigger than what we think.
You know, I'm gonna like, because I had that
Globers
that-
and flat Earth are wrong.
Yeah,
It's bigger than what we think.
The revelation today for me really was, how do your eyes work? You look out the window and you see the sun. It's in a certain position in the sky. I watch it do a thing. I want to know who saw it from their eyes 7,000 miles away. Didn't get it. Doesn't matter. I think we'll get some data tomorrow. I think it's going to be really good. But what we're talking about is like actually your spatial intelligence and knowing where your apparent position of the sun is and where you're viewing it at. That what they showed us down there doesn't make any sense to up here, because the sun that just went past me went this way, down and to the right, and that way. Now, on any map that I ever
Then
understand,
what did you see, Laurie?
a sun,
Lucky's drunk.
a
Lucky's
sun.
drunk. I saw you drink.
Who?
Sorry,
Who?
what? Sorry, what was that?
Lucky's drunk, I said.
You think so?
I don't care as long as you're proper. What I saw was a sun going across, went right. We have a
Not
divergent.
proper.
We have a
He's a peasant. Sorry, go ahead.
King Stephen, like,
What
what's
do
your
you-
problem, dude? I didn't do anything wrong. What are you trying to say?
You're here
I didn't say
trolling.
anything wrong.
Yeah, but you got a TV playing. I see what you're doing.
What's wrong with the TV playing? It's Mama's family.
Maybe just Lucky. Maybe just mute for a second. I was just gonna say
Okay,
the last thing I was
I'll
gonna
mute
say
myself.
Is it like, look, I watch a sun go across and it goes this way. That's a general observation. It goes down to the right. Jaron, I presume, is going to see one that goes down looking north this way, down and to the left. We're going to have a divergent light source. That's what I'm concerned with, and that's what I want to know about, because I already know that there's no measurable curvature. I already know that. We got a pile of evidence all the way to the top of what this place is. So, like, what I really want to know is what they see the sun do down where they're at. I don't give a shit about a 24-hour sun down there. Give
Dude,
no
it's
shit.
Pitch black. Hold on, it's pitch black here and it's bright light there.
Yeah.
So
And we're
clearly
talking
you
about
can see that
sun
the
going
sun
over
is not
here
going
and a
down.
sun down here on my compass. They've got brightness down there. I got a sun going this way. Whew. It's weird, man. It's fucking weird. And that's my own eyes looking at it. out my windows, sun going this way, according to either a Mercator or just Gleason projection, whatever you want to do. You got a sun going over here, and you got a sun behaving something else down there. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm going to stick to. And I hope to get some data tomorrow. And
does it scare you that you don't know?
It doesn't scare me. I'm excited, actually. I want to know why there's a sun going this way, and 7,000 miles this way, there's a sun behaving a different way that way. That's interesting to me, and I want to know it.
I think we live inside of a metallic egg.
I want to know it. I want to know exactly what's happening. And guess what? We're getting up to it. And this is fun. This is great. So, anyway, you guys can unmute now. That was I've
okay,
ranted.
Lowry, I unmuted.
I've ranted enough. It's all good. Yeah.
I like hearing what you have to say.
Yeah.
I'm back and forth here. I'm letting my dogs out.
Literally got up and walked away.
Yeah, I go through ranty phases and then I get back to normal and I'm cool.
Look, and I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn. That's it.
Yeah, and I think we all are, and that's I think the best thing about this community that I've learned over the course of 10 years is that they're some of the greatest thinkers I've ever met, and they actually go through a process and they go through things, and sometimes you have to shit, I was wrong about that, and we're going through one right now, and I think this might be the biggest one because we've got enough people paying attention to it from different perspectives that we're going to get a lot of data and actually understand what this place is, you know. And
so we have 2 days. 2 days.
No,
what do you expect?
The 2 days don't even matter to me. I think they already got it in Punta Arenas. I think they already got the data when they got there.
Earlier?
I think they got it before they went to Antarctica. I think they got it in Punta Arenas. And what we have here is we have to examine now what's going on in the sky and figure out how it works. Because, again, me sitting in New York City, pointing this direction at a ball sun, apparent position of a sun, going this direction, doesn't make any sense the way Jaron saw it, looking northerly, going down, and we're going to get the data tomorrow. If it goes down to his down and left, then...
Lowry, let me ask you a question. Do you think, like, globers and flat earthers, could it meet in the middle? Are we bigger than what we think?
It doesn't make sense.
I don't know that. I can't speak.
No, he keeps attacking me. That's King.
No,
Stephen.
it's not attacking. It's not flat and a ball. It's.
I just asked a question, dude. That was it.
King, it's one way or the other. And here's the thing: like what we're getting right now is an observation, and I got a really great one in New York City.
Irritating fool.
And we've got somebody down there 7,000 miles south, and we can get at least some compass readings, and we can know if there's diverging light sources. That says one of two things to me.
Okay, a flat Earth. What's the length of a flat Earth?
I don't know. Never.
That's what I'm saying. Is the Earth bigger than we think?
Yes.
Might be.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. And the mathematics, no one has an accurate, like, it could be really big.
Honestly, all we have is globe math.
It could be 93 million miles.
No one has an accurate, like, the length of the Earth.
Listen to me.
Expanding.
Wow.
It doesn't ever stop.
I don't have a tape measure that big.
Is my microphone on? Is my microphone on? Because I've been trying to talk here.
I'm sorry. Hey, Sav, I'm sorry, bro. Okay. All right.
I don't know what the fuck, man. Is this
I'm
thing
sorry,
on?
Sav.
So the problem with the fucking map is this. All right. You have physically measured statute miles mixed with calculated nautical miles based on observations. Okay. Calculations are not physical measurements. It's very now once you get past the equatorial line that goes around, we've lost sight of the only stationary star that there is in the sky for these observations. Now we're relegated to time and movement.
Okay.
Which further...
You're talking to a retard, Sav, so you gotta get a little...
It further exacerbates the problem with the correctness of the calculation. Okay, you understand? Because it's going to change now the further you go south. And like I said, it's based on time and movement. You don't have a stationary position. This is why they have to have these meridian corrections built into the GPS systems.
Estimation. How big is the Earth?
Oh, what, mile wise? I don't fucking know.
Because I think between Globers and flat earthers, I think both, like, you guys don't know. I think we're huge. I think we're huge.
Yes, like I said, I think it's much bigger
And
than
I
we're
also
told.
think, like, I'm only concerned with whoever has the TV going in the background. Can you please mute up for a
Oh,
second?
I'm sorry. That's me, bro. I'm sorry. I'll get rid of it right now.
Isn't this about like the 10th time that we've asked whoever had the TV?
Damn, Sovereign. Okay, I'm retarded, bro. I'm retarded.
Well,
Okay,
then stop being
help me with
retarded.
that, bro.
But I want to.
choice.
I just want to say the root. Of
Hey,
this
that King Steven, I don't like that dude right there. He keeps talking shit every time.
Don't talk shit
and
about
I don't
anybody else
disrespect him one. I never disrespected him one.
Look, hold up.
Let's
This
just take a
isn't
chill
the,
pill. Let's take a chill
we're
pill.
not the Jerry Springer show. I don't fucking care.
Okay, all
let's
right.
take a chill pill.
But I never
No,
disrespected
whatever,
him.
Listen,
he keeps
whatever
talking shit.
drama, whatever
Just
drama.
shut up, bro.
Listen, I'm only going to say this once.
All
I
right.
want to hear it. Whatever
All right.
drama people got going on with each other, I don't give a fuck. Take it
All right.
somewhere else.
Okay.
And
Right?
I'm just going to say a really simple thing here. Like the last 10 years of all the people that have been looking at this subject, we have just been searching for evidence of curvature. That's all we've been doing in no uncertain terms. All the way through. We can't find any. And that led us to a lot of other things. A lot of other things about physics, about having gas pressure inside of a containment, everything else. I don't know what happens in the out south. I've never actually been out there. All I can do is look at a sun and say it's over here. I want somebody to tell me where it's at, where they're at. I want somebody else to tell me where they think it's at. And then I can make at least a reasonable observation from my eyes to see that there's a sun somewhere in a position.
I agree with that.
And if it goes down and out away, we have a divergent situation. And what my personal opinion right now, as of today, I had a great revelation today, is that I think we have a reflection action happening in the south. That's the best I got. That's it.
All right.
That's it.
So
I agree with it.
Like I've said probably the last 3-4 nights, there's one concrete way to tell if the earth is a globe or not. And you're not going to come to that conclusion by looking at the sky. Remember, you don't check to see if your oil is low by seeing if there's enough chlorine in your swimming pool. They don't have anything to do with each other. Okay? So, in order to prove convexity of the earth, show consistent deviation from a center point 360 degrees around it, corresponding to the radius value given for the globe Earth. That's all. That's all. It's real simple. Real simple.
I mean,
not a
that's a good
long
point,
range
Sal.
observation, and then you telling me how you don't understand how your own fucking eyeballs work.
That's a good point, Sal. But like, are you going to have another podcast tomorrow?
I don't know. We'll see. It ain't tomorrow yet. Good.
No, I know.
Good
You're
Lord.
big on that. You get mad.
Well,
about
I
that.
mean, well, the bottom line is this. Let's not forget our good friend Zulu, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
I could go room temperature right after this broadcast, so I don't.
Hey, brother, you are a vicious person. You're vicious. I love it.
I would say vicious.
And I don't fear it or nothing.
Direct.
No, but Sovereign will tear a hole in somebody.
Well,
he gets mad sometimes. You can't even talk to the brother sometimes.
There's two things that really fucking irritate the shit out of me. Okay.
Yeah, tell me, Sovereign.
People that go off on a fucking pedantic little piece of something that you're saying, trying to make a point.
Yeah.
And constant fucking interruption when I'm trying to make a point. Okay.
Am I doing that?
I'm 60 years old and I smoke dope and have for the last 45 fucking years of my life.
I'm a weed.
All right. So when I'm on a train of thought, don't derail that fucking thing, man.
Were you on that a minute ago?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, bro. If you were on that a minute ago, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, I'm always on a good train of thought. So basically, good rule of thumb is this: is if there's words coming out of my mouth, shut the fuck up.
All right, sorry.
Just laugh with us, man. Just laugh with us.
Yeah, no, hey, dude, I know how stubborn it is, bro. I know how stubborn it
Here's
is.
the bugger of what we got. What we got tomorrow is every single person listening to this podcast can go out tomorrow and get the Compass app or get a compass. You can get a position and send it into all of us. Send it into the Sob's channel. Everyone else, we can get a stupid reckoning of where the sun is, the apparent position of the sun, right?
All right, because I want to do that.
We're going to find out that the sun is in impossible positions from where it is happening down in the south. We're going to find that. I looked at it today. I'm looking at the sun right out of here. It's going to be in a different position for everybody.
Listen, Lowry, here's the thing to do with that, right? Once you can do that, we can take a map, right?
Yeah.
Put the 0 point of a protractor at wherever the person is that sends in the information. Then we scribe a line, the number of degrees in the direction that they see it from that 0 point, and do it for each person. Wherever those lines intersect at, they should all intersect roughly in the same spot. Wherever those lines intersect at would be where the position of the sun is.
Absolutely. And that's all I ever wanted out of this whole thing. And I want.
And Sob, can I ask you one more question?
It like that. You were talking about that earlier, Sob.
What happened to what happened to Bar Pirates? I've been looking at his channel. They hasn't posted for a while.
Yeah, he got mad at me because I called him out about drinking.
Yeah, I know you hate that.
You know you're not. You know you can't. You know you can't. That ain't for you.
Well, that's your son. You're the father, so it's all good.
Well, look. Bottom line is, I don't have control over what somebody else does, right? But
you're the father, though.
But I happen to know for a fact, and from experience, and he should too, that the John Barleycorn and us do not mix at all. We usually break out in handcuffs in jail cells.
Yeah, bro, but like he hasn't posted in like almost a month.
That's him,
on
man.
his channel.
He hasn't talked to me in over a month either.
Oh, really? Oh,
I had to get a hold of his wife to see how my granddaughter was going.
But he's good, right?
Well, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why he would be mad at me because I warned him about being his own worst enemy.
I hear you.
Actually, I want to. This is juicy.
I hear you.
Say la vie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I hear you.
No. That's not say la vie. This is juicy. I want to hear more about that.
Well, for real. I mean,
no,
like whatever.
Because I heard about you, Sob. I heard about you, Sob, when I subscribed to Bar Pirates. Then I heard about your channel, and then I subscribed to your channel.
Right.
And then, but I've been.
So
yeah, I know you.
Here's the bottom line to it. Okay, he's apparently mad at me. I'm not angry with him. Disappointed that he would make that choice, but that's his fucking cross to bear. That's his. That's you do what you want to. That's the way.
But he's all right. But he's all right.
I suppose. I don't know. I haven't talked to him either. I don't. He hasn't answered any of my messages or anything. Like I said. So, he'll either get over it or he won't. And that's how it is.
No, he was heated, but it's all good. It's all
guys
good. I don't want to
realize,
get into that.
What we've gotten out of all this, actually, we're going to get angular measurements of where the sun exists to wherever they're looking at. We're going to get those tomorrow, I hope. I didn't get what I wanted today.
Hey, Larry, what's your channel?
Holy God, man. He's right in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'll give you. But what I'm saying is, what we
that
got today was really special. I don't think anyone understands actually what we got today. What we're going to get, hopefully tomorrow, is an angular version from the horizon of where the sun's at. What's going to happen after that is that everybody else that went out and walks out tomorrow, and I hope everybody goes out tomorrow and looks at the sun and where it's at say noon. At say noon. Anybody out there that has either solar filters, everything else, go out and look where the position is. We're going to get a reckoning from your eyes of where the sun looks in the sky. We got that today. We got somebody down there in the furthest south that we've ever gotten, and hopefully he delivers solid data. I hope that he does. And I'm just giving him that in my
I'm
heart.
betting he doesn't. I'm not giving him that.
And look, I understand that position. What
Okay,
I'm
well,
saying
speaking of reckoning, the channel that you were asking about is at I Am the Reckoner.
I am the Reckoner in tinfoil sombrero.
I
But
am
what
the
I'm saying-
Reckoner.
What
Oh,
I'm
okay,
saying
let me get
is
that.
very basically is that now we have a position in a certain place that
I
none of us have
am
ever
the
gotten to
Reckoner.
go to that can look up. They give us some data. We can triangulate, even a simple reckoning with our eyes, figure out where the sun is. All right.
Well,
right now,
all
the
right,
the
so-
sun over here isn't making sense
I
with the sun
am the
observations that
Right.
are happening down there.
Lowry.
Yeah, I'm good.
We got that, man. We've
I'm good.
pretty much beat that into everybody's heads.
Good.
Now.
Good. Sorry. Sorry, that was a lot.
We'll do it. We'll see what happens with it and everything. Let's see what happens here. This is the part of the live where Jaron talks. I'm not interested. He's got McKeegan and Duff and what the fuck Tune and the rest of them they talk to. I'm not interested in that.
Yep.
We'll see what's going on here with this, but I like to see what kind of things are said and the way they're said.
Sometimes you are wrong in life. And I thought that there was no 24-hour sun. In fact, I was pretty sure of it. But I respect Will Duffy for being a stand-up guy, at least in the way that he kept saying it was true. I kept saying it wasn't. He said, "You want to go? I'll take you," and brought me here. And it's a fact. The sun does circle you.
I'm not very smart when it comes.
So what does it mean? You guys are gonna have to figure that out yourself. Don't listen to my beliefs or my opinion. It shouldn't matter to you. But at least you should be able to accept that the sun does exactly what these guys said as far as circles the southern continent. So that's about it. I realize that I'll be called a shill for just saying that.
Well,
and you know what? If you're a shill for being honest, so be it. I honestly believe there was no 24-hour sun. I honestly now believe there is. That's it. If you want to call me a shill, so be it. I'll live to see another day, and at least I know that I got to see it. And I just want to say thanks to Will through everything. You've been at least kind to me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the trip. If you guys want to, my whole master plan worked for getting a free trip out here, and to. But no, it's amazing. I can't even tell you. Flying in was the best thing I've ever seen. So, looking around, best thing I've ever seen. So, how could I give him a hard time for bringing me down here? $35,000 trip. It's been incredible. It will continue to be incredible. We've got some tracking mounts swinging around, seeing the sun. What does it mean? You have to figure it out. To me, it means that the AE map no longer works. But that doesn't mean that I'm right. It means that it could work. You'll have to figure out how, because I've tried and I struggle with it. The other thing is a 24-hour moon. If that happens, you got another thing we got to worry about. So it seems like the moon does circle here as well. So you start thinking about that as well. It doesn't mean that AE map is over, flat Earth is over. Maybe somebody's got the answer. I don't have that answer right now. So just want to say thanks again. Appreciate
No way.
Wow.
No way.
So, wow.
Oh,
So somebody said something about in the chat, and it went by like really fast. Something about a chroma key glitch or something happening at 43 minutes or something. Whoever that was. Hi, how you doing there, Mr. How you doing, Tony?
Hey, Dave, do you remember I told you a few weeks ago, maybe, that you will see a 24-hour sun? Do you remember me telling you that?
Yeah. Yeah. I think we need more observations.
Hey, you've got that that thing you showed me on the screen, that animation. That is perfectly accurate. That bloody thing you showed me. Oh, I want to bring something else up, okay? I think you showed me on the screen in the last few days, it was a photograph of two oil rigs. One was 4 miles away and the other was 8. Can you bring that photograph up for me, please? I want to show you something.
I know the one you're talking about. I don't use that.
He's talking about
it's talking about the Black Swan.
Black Swan. Yeah.
I don't even use that, so I know it wasn't me that showed it to you.
This might be the Black Swan. That was definitely produced.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Can somebody please bring that?
Sovereign got the best
I can
channel.
find it. I can find it. Hold on.
He got the best channel.
This is an
Sovereign got a
oldie.
good channel.
It's an oldie but a goodie. I'll find it.
Sorry. Sorry, Sovereign.
And we have this is like, and now we all knew this was coming.
30 minutes.
It was all right. So like, guys, we knew this was coming a month ago, if not 6 months ago, and now we have to now reformulate what we're talking about. And we knew this was going to happen. The Black Swan was an old one. Somebody took it off the coast of California. It was of oil platforms. It was oil platforms, right? Is that?
Well, that was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two oil platforms. One of them 8 miles away, and the other one halfway between that one and where the photograph was taken from. So you can see 2 oil rigs. I will show you by looking at that photograph carefully. We've made a big mistake. You need to look at that photograph. Can you bring it up, please?
I'm working on it, man. Just give me a second here.
Just
I
want
just
to
want
get
to find
there.
the right one.
We really just want to see things for ourselves, and this has been unbelievable. I wish it would set.
Well, I was saying this is where he was talking about 4330.
I got it. I got it right here.
31.
I think the magic of a setting sun would make me a lot happier. I'll sleep better. The mountains, you can't see any behind us, but the mountain here is like, I mean, I think we're probably a little further now, but it's 2 miles from our camp, and it looks like you could touch it. Just overall incredible. Jaron and Austin, awesome from the start. They didn't call me a shill, but I think they had some doubts and giving my Facebook accounts to Jaron. He pulled some really great things that I hadn't seen in a long time, and
I didn't see anything at 4330 there, friend. Let me go back a little bit. Let's go just to 43 and see if there's something maybe there.
Wait,
and
did they
that's
do,
just
did,
a really.
What?
Did they do confessionals with, like, this is literally like Big Brother. Like, they have them sit in the same place and they like do a little interview and say, that's why I'm saying it's like very produced. There is a production behind this. I don't know if it's Candace Owens. I don't know if it's Jones. I don't know who it is. But where's McToon? I want to see his
they talk to his stupid ass too. I'm not anywhere interested in him.
But do you see how everybody is, I think Duffy and I think Jaron, I think Whitsitt. Like, it's like the ending credits.
And I'd like to thank the Academy and all my supporters and Jesus and I know what who's somebody.
So I'm gonna do as they had requested that I show the Black Swan. So
didn't see. Hold on, real quick. Let's watch this for a second.
Yeah.
See if there's a chroma key glitch or something. This is what Gene Spliced is saying, that there's a.
Yeah, I just was asking what's a chroma switch. I'm not
Amazing
familiar with
opportunity
that.
to the Flat Earth team. I think in this world, people have what I'm starting to discover a lot from this project and so closely talking to everyone. I think we're all in search of truth. I think there's maybe 2 perspectives. Some
Did you
people
see
want
that bright light flash behind
that,
him?
and it's not enough to.
Yes.
A what?
Did you see
bright
that?
Light?
There was a bright light. Back it up just a little bit. There was a bright light that flashed behind him.
If it weren't for him and Alex Stein,
She's
1099
good,
prime time, not wanting to take a flight, I don't think I'd be here. And that's just a really amazing opportunity to the Flat Earth team. I think in this world, people have what I'm starting to discover a lot from this project and so closely talking to everyone. I think we're all in search of truth. I think there's maybe 2 perspectives. Some people want to witness truth, and it's not enough
all
to hearsay, as you could identify
truth.
certain schools of thought or accredited people. We really just want to get there. We really just want to see things for ourselves, and this has been unbelievable. I wish it would set. I think the magic of a setting sun would make me a lot happier. I'll sleep better. The mountains, you can't see any behind us, but the mountain here is like, I mean, I think we're probably a little further now, but it's 2 miles from
Oh,
our
you're
camp. and it
talking
looks
about
like
with
you
the
could touch
TFE
it.
logo.
Just overall incredible. Jaron and Austin, awesome.
Well,
From the
that's easy. It's because he's got the fucking blue sweater. That's all. That's a layer. That's a layer. The TFE logo right there is a layer on the video.
I
And
believe
there's-
these guys as much as I believe astronauts.
But see, the thing is that the
like you, bro.
the rest of the title
was a
that's
good
written
one.
right here, the rest of the title that's written right here is being obliterated by, well, basically green screen. Like the blue is showing.
Yeah.
So
And here's
like
the thing. Here's where we are, Soft. So now we're at that moment. We already called out. I've got something pulled up for you. This is where we thought it was going to happen this month. Now they're going to play a narrative as that we saw the 24-hour sun in the south, even though our data measuring long distance photography over the course of either water or a plane, that doesn't matter anymore to the narrative, right? But this is one of my favorites. This is the Black Swan. I think it's worth looking at, just so that we can understand what we've been coming from for the last 10 years. And it's very, very, very important. So here we go.
That's good. I want to see it.
Death of the ball-tard spinning space monkey religion again. Now, here's the argument. If the Earth is a sphere with a radius of 3959 miles, then every horizon distance measurement must be no more than 1.225 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. That's the geometric horizon. There's
everyone
the kill
else
shot.
can hear it.
Do you guys have audio?
Yes, everyone has audio. I hear it.
They can hear it?
Here we
Okay.
go. Yeah, here we go.
So whoever's can't
There's
hear
what
it.
they call CGI. And they think this thing's about. Unbelievable. Observer's height is 1 foot.
Hear nothing, but okay.
The distance
We can't
to the
hear it
horizon,
because you
horizon
keep
is
fucking
greater
talking.
than 9.41 miles. Why? Because we can see the horizon behind the second platform. The argument isn't in regards to the oil platforms. This one, or their boat. Right? The argument is solely the horizon behind the second platform, which everyone can see. I don't care if there's a Chinese Superman on a hobbled refracted unicorn wearing a tutu on these platforms. Don't care. That's not the argument. If you bring it up, it's a red herring fallacy. That is a diversion or irrelevant. My argument is purely on the horizon behind the second platform. I hope that's clear to everyone. In about 9 months, it should be. They should be able to restate the actual argument. Like I said, the observer's height's 1 foot. I gave him 5 feet, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute. Distance to the horizon is greater than 9.41 miles. Like I said, it's behind the second platform.
Why are we watching?
The distance to the horizon maximum
We're watching
for a
it because
sphere
this
with
is
a radius
the
of
math that we've been
3959
doing.
miles is 1.22 miles. Based
Oh,
on geometry,
can I
that's it. It's hardcore. That's it. Even if he was at 5 feet observation height, which he's clearly not, but I gave it to him, the maximum distance to the geometric horizon is 2.73 miles. So way up in here. Even if he was at 35 feet observation height with his camera next to the water, the maximum distance to the geometric horizon would be 7.24 miles. That is, it should be between the first and second platforms. So they have no. They have
you
no.
were trying to teach me,
argument
I
here.
can't hear nothing.
None. Here is the actual argument.
Sorry, Saab, I can't hear nothing.
Holy shnikes!
Pause it,
This is going to leave a mark.
Hold on.
Saab, I can't hear nothing.
God damn it! Pause the fucking thing.
I paused it. What the hell's going on? Why can't you
What
hear
is
it?
the fucking problem? Is it who can't?
I
hear
can't
it?
hear nothing.
So you're the only one
in the chat.
You're the
in
only
the
one
chat,
that can't hear it.
No, Sav, in the chat they can hear it.
Yes.
Oh,
No one
I'm sorry.
except you has said
Then
they
it's
can't
me.
hear it. And you
Then
know
it's
what
me.
happens? You know what happens? You continuously going, I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything.
All right, Sav, I'll leave.
Nobody
I'll
else
leave.
can hear.
I'll leave.
Listen,
I'm
thank
just
you.
Just figure out
can
your
all
fucking
hear it,
tech.
dummy. All of
Figure
us.
out your
I can't
tech.
hear it.
We're just
All right.
playing video.
Hey,
You
from the
have
whole.
really, Lucky, I'm sorry. You have really been a disruption to this show tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just shut up and I won't.
I'm
You
just
won't hear me
gonna.
no more.
Why don't you just go ahead and
You
go
just
off?
delete me
Turn up your
then.
volume.
Just go and watch it and don't be here on here. 'Cause you
Okay.
can't
I won't
let-
say nothing. Hey, Sav, I won't say nothing ever again.
Well, I mean, God, do you know how
No,
to not?
Sav, I won't say nothing. That
All right,
you won't
good.
hear from
Do
me.
you have a
Quiet
pen
now,
and piece
good.
of paper? Because you can write it down.
Write it down. I'll send you the link. Somebody like the link is this is out there
Sometimes
everywhere. It's for
journaling is
everywhere.
really, really good for your mental stability.
Let me just get the. I'll get the link. The link is going to be in the chat, okay? And then you can go back and watch it by yourself.
He's gonna run away and go sleep by the river now or something. I guess I don't know. Fuck.
Anyway.
You know, I mean, Jesus. So we're watching this. Okay, we all know about the math and everything. I think this originally was that Tony wanted to just see the photograph. I don't think he wanted to watch a whole video on it. He was asking to see the Black Swan photograph.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
what
correct?
it is. That's pretty much what it is. It's just
Okay.
look. There's a horizon behind oil platforms at 6 and 9 miles.
Oh, I only wanted to speak about the mathematics of it, please.
All right.
The
Okay.
photograph
Talk to
itself.
us. Talk to us.
Can
Please
you-
engage us.
Please put the photograph on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. The photograph.
Hold on. You want me to scroll it
Yeah.
back to?
Yeah.
You want me to
any
scroll it back
part.
to there? How about there? That's the photograph.
No, yeah. Hey, that's perfect. Leave it there, please.
Where are
Okay.
you from? Can I ask? Where are you from? I have never heard your accent before. It's intriguing.
Yeah, well, it's a bit fucked around with, isn't it? Because I spent many years in other countries, but at the moment I'm in the far southwest corner of Western Australia.
Okay.
And I've been telling people on these live streams for fucking years. This time of the year, the sun rises in my southeast and it sinks in my southwest.
That's great. We need to know that stuff. Nobody wants to talk about it to us because guess what? Up here in the north, guess what? My sun goes across the sky and goes northwest. Isn't that weird? Do you find that weird? Does anybody find that fucking weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I now understand
Yes.
why. I know why you see it like you do.
No, you don't know how I see it, how I
Did you
do.
go to
I just watched
Hold
it
on.
today.
Let me ask you something. Did you go to international school? Because your accent is very
Oh my God.
interesting.
Listen, we can do the small talk
He's an
later.
actor.
Give them my phone number. But listen, let's
Fake
get back to
accent.
this photograph. Let's get back to this photograph.
I'm looking at it right now. And explain
Well-
to me why a sun goes down into my northwest. Explain to me
Why?
that. You get it the other way. Explain it.
Explain to me why I have to believe you if you have a fake accent.
Please.
I don't know if he has a
please
fake accent
stop.
or not. But
Well, if you
Please
can't tell me
stop.
where it's from, then
All
it's
right,
fake.
listen. Nicole, that's really
Sorry.
unimportant. It's unimportant.
important.
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
Yes, you're
what
right.
do you want?
Saab.
What do you want to talk about? Like, you want to talk about this picture? We've got a
Yes.
picture, and we've got a horizon behind the picture. So, do you want to explain that?
Okay.
Do we have a? No,
Oh.
I'm not even gonna. I'm not.
Oh, please, just listen to what I'm saying. Put some horizontal lines across this picture. In other words, we got the horizon line. We've got the line of the bottom of the rig that's further away. We've got another rig that's halfway between that rig and where the camera is, and we can see that horizontal line going across there, right? Which of those two boats is lower to the ground? The baseline under that photograph. Which one is closer to the baseline?
Well, I don't fucking man, because I can't.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here,
Yeah,
man.
I'm here, man.
Sav, you want to
Rob,
grab
you want
this?
to grab this?
You want to
You
grab
want
this
to
one,
grab
Sav?
this one, Tom?
I'm getting a, hold on.
hold on.
I'm getting a mute. I'm getting an echo from Ironworks. So what are we looking at? What's the problem?
One of you tackle?
Do you guys believe in free speech?
Well, yeah, but
I don't think you guys do.
Really?
I'm
I
gonna
believe
get. Hey, I'm gonna speak on it because I'll get banned probably from your channel for a lifetime. But I don't think you guys believe in free speech.
What do you consider free speech?
Like whatever you can say.
Right. So does free speech mean that you violate conversational decorum?
Well, then don't complain when YouTube gets rid of you and all that because then you're a hypocrite.
Do you think that free speech involves
Because YouTube tells you about free speech.
Because that's what
No, just
goodbye.
Yeah. He's a drunken retard.
Don't come back, drunk. Don't come back. Okay, unsubscribe from my fucking channel right now and don't ever come back. Thank you.
Sorry, Sav. I don't mean to be an asshole.
I'm just saying this is a picture. This is the Black Swan. This is one of my favorite ones. And I can confirm it. Somebody took the picture. And you've got a horizon behind distances out into the ocean. I mean, this is observable reality, right? Just like looking at the sun is observable reality. Knowing where the sun is located in the sky versus where the cats in Antarctica are at right now. They can look at it. We can do a basic reckoning and make sense of what we're seeing. This is the same thing with the picture that we're looking at here. What you're looking at, and for those of you, I think most of the people in here know what this is, but this is one of the
Can we let Tony make his point?
Yes, go ahead.
Now, as it appears to me, the baseline of the by appearances, the closer one seems to be higher, which would make sense because it's closer. But in actuality, they were probably at the same height off of the water. There. Does that answer your question?
No, I think it's very clear to me that the bigger boat, the one on the right, is lower down than the one further away.
What?
It's closer to the baseline.
No, it isn't.
The one on the right.
No.
That's nuts.
The baseline is actually beyond the one on the left.
Exactly.
The bottom of the picture, okay?
Yeah, that's just due to the fact that it's closer to you, Tony. It's not because it's actually physically taller out of the water.
Hey, when you look at the sun and the moon, which one appears to be bigger than the other?
Neither.
They're both the same size.
That's right.
Basic flat earth stuff.
Those two boats are both the same size. The one on the right looks bigger.
Uh-huh.
And also it looks as if it's lower down towards the bottom of the picture frame.
It's because you're using a telephoto lens as well. So you get your depth perception is fucked. Okay. A good example of that, listen to me. A good example of that is like if you've ever seen when the president gives a State of the Union address. Okay. He does that I think in the Senate. And he stands up there.
It's depth of field, Tony. Depth of field.
And the Speaker of the House and the Vice President look like they're sitting right on the shoulders of the fucking president when you're looking at it straight on because they're zoomed in from the gallery. They look like they're right on there next to each other, like he could just barely poke his finger forward and touch the president in the back.
Yeah, they're right
but
there.
they're not. In reality, when you see it taken from the side, you can see that both of those men are a good 10 to 15 feet behind the president, if not more. Okay.
Exactly.
And it's just a result of foreshortening. That's all. Depth of field.
Tony, you're confused.
That's all.
This is very clearly something that everyone should look at. I mean, if you use your eyes, you have God-given eyes, look at it.
Basic optics.
And then you have a horizon behind that. You want to claim bending things up over the horizon. Well, you've got a horizon behind the oil rigs. Are they coming up over the curve over and over again to infinity? They're not. That's just the horizon. That's the depth of your vision. That's all it is. That's what we're talking about. And this whole fucking Antarctic bullshit thing that's happening is just all about which sun are we looking at. A horizon is just how far you can see. It's how far you can see.
And they're oil rigs. He was calling them boats. I think
they're
this
oil
guy's
rigs. They're
trolling
standing
based on
there, man. And
I mean, they're standing still. They're fixed.
There's a horizon behind it. And that horizon can't refract itself up over itself to infinity. It's just a horizon. That's all it is.
It's optical.
It's optical. That's it.
I love photography.
There's nothing else to say.
Photography's awesome.
Please let me.
Trolling. Come on.
It appears to me that we do not live on that A map.
No, I never. I don't live on a map.
The observations that I've seen, including this picture, would more suggest that we're on the inside surface of a globe that matches the one that they're telling us we live on the outside of.
What in the actual fuck are you talking about? There isn't a horizon right there. There's a horizon right there behind an observation that happened off the coast. I believe this was Southern California. Are you going to tell me that a horizon refracts itself up and up and up and up and up forever? Is that what we're going to do?
Wait, is that
what
the
we're doing
same
here?
object? Is that the same object from 9.41 miles and from 6 point different lenses?
Let Tony talk. Let him get his point out and then address it. How about that? Let's do that. I think that would be the dandiest way to do this. Go ahead, Tony.
When I'm looking at this photograph and realizing that the camera was very close to the water level, the horizon is higher than my eyesight. It would suggest to me there's a curvature going up in the horizon. When you go high and higher and higher on Earth, the horizon always rises up to you.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's what happens on a very large plane.
No, that's what happens on the inside surface of a
No,
globe.
on the inside surface,
Absolutely
you see that
not.
go up all the way around you. You wouldn't see it cut off in a straight line. That's nonsense. There's no convexity and there's no concavity. It's level. It's topographical. There's no curve. I don't know why everybody insists there's got to be some kind of fucking curve. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, they just make shit up as they go along, man.
I mean,
Tony,
no, it's got to be this. It's always got to be some kind of bizarre fucking bullshit that could never exist in reality.
Exactly. Tony's speaking to us from the inside of a bottle. That's what I think.
So what are we looking at here? We're looking at some oil platforms off the coast. We've tested this. I've done plenty of long distance things. I've looked at these things. You've got a horizon that is behind those that it's supposedly behind your heliocentric math, curve math, right? We have a horizon back there. So if it's refracting up and over a curve, the horizon itself is refracting into infinity. That's stupid. It's retarded. It's dumb. It's right there in front of you, and we have documented it 1,000,000 times.
Show us curved bodies of water. I mean,
it's really so fucking retarded. I'm just saying, it's right there for you. Look at it, soak it in, process it.
Tony, you're a tard. Tony the tard.
No, listen, there ain't no call for that.
No, there's no retards in here. There's no retards in here. I'm just saying.
Tony's respectful. Tony's a decent man, and I'm not going to tolerate people
Don't do
doing
that.
to him.
Don't do that.
Tony has a belief. It doesn't matter about his fucking accent. Okay, his accent doesn't matter.
Yeah,
he's
we're just
another
looking at a
human
picture.
being. He's another human being on this earth.
Yes.
Okay, that's what it comes down to. He has an idea as to how the earth is, and it differs from mine, and it differs from yours. Okay. That's all. It doesn't make him retarded. Okay. It doesn't make him anything. It just makes him Tony Drake that thinks we live inside of a ball instead of on the outside of a ball. That's his burden to prove. Okay.
But that's retarded, as Lowry said. Lowry said that's retarded. It's dumb. It's stupid.
It's the idea. The idea is retarded.
The idea, not the person.
Okay.
The idea.
Okay, not Tony. The idea is retarded.
The idea.
Okay. Oh, I'm on board with that.
And just using that basically as a descriptive, not that it's literally some, that the idea has Down syndrome or something like that.
Honestly,
no, that's not what I meant.
It's a colloquial. Okay,
that was not what I meant.
Mostly, most of us are just so like we've lost our patience over the course of 10 years, and we're just like we use that term, and it's not Tony. It's not about you. We have just lost our patience with
more weed.
We've lost our patience with the common sense of what we're looking at. That's all. That's it.
Tony,
I also apologize
Sorry.
if I unintentionally fucked with intelligence. I'm very sorry. That is not what I meant by accent. I did not mean.
I'm sorry,
to mess
Tony.
with
You're not a
anybody's
tard. You're
not retarded, Tony.
You're not retarded.
The idea is retarded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we say inside out globy?
Yeah.
I'm just talking.
Inside out.
No, Lucky, you're not coming back on. You're a disruption to the show, brother. You cannot observe conversational decorum. You think free speech means that you just get to fucking interrupt people. So I'm sorry, not tonight. Maybe another night. Okay. Right on. Trying to pop back in. It's been
so
working out.
we go back to this picture, and like this is Tony again. This was the one that probably broke me both in the middle of a bunch of years of trying to figure out what the hell is this place we live in. And you look at it, it's just a picture. It's something that was observed, and we've done this many times off mostly over water, because water seeks its own level. That's known. And we have a horizon behind oil platforms way out there in the water. So we see a horizon, right? Well, if you want to evoke refraction. You've got the horizon there. There's no way to discern between where that refraction stops with the horizon. That would make the horizon going behind itself and evoking itself up and over a curve over and over and over again to infinity. It's just the horizon. It's just the limit of your vision.
Well,
that's all it is.
Let me just touch in on this, because this is more of the insanity of people holding contradictory ideas both as true in their minds. Because the same people that want to yell and scream about fucking refraction, an atmospheric condition due to moisture and shit in the air, are the same fucking people that'll go, how come I can't see France across the ocean? They're the same fucking people.
Yeah.
Okay.
They also don't forget, it's like if you're looking at, even in perfect atmospheric conditions, if you look out over the Atlantic Ocean, you're looking for France, wherever it is in this, this place that we're at, that we don't even know what the map looks like. The France would look like a pin. It would look like a pin, like the end of a pin.
Well,
that's what it would look like.
Are you fucking Superman? Are you fucking Superman?
You can't see it. You can't see it.
We don't have supervision. Our eyesight, it's not unlimited. I guess people got this idea from NASA. They believe they see stars light years away, so they think, well, our vision is unlimited. We could see forever, but we can't.
Yeah,
it doesn't work out.
We can't. And there's atmospheric conditions. In some days, and from certain peaks on mountains, you can see
even with perfect atmosphere. Our vision's limited, right? Due to perspective and due to us being biological beings. We can't see forever. Like Sav said, we're not Superman. That's what people need to understand.
Exactly.
Look at Ironworks. Ironworks down there muted. He's over there telling his old lady all about it right now. He's giving her the lowdown, baby.
And I think we should say, like, really honestly, like the globies that are out there talking to us, we really love that you're in here. I didn't mean to like.
I love the globies. I was upset.
Let me expound on that for just a second, Stephen. We love you because do you know why you're here? Do you know why you're here, really? Because inside of you is a flat earther screaming to get out. That's why you're here. That's why you're always here, because inside you, you know, and this is why you'll say things like, oh, you still think the earth is flat? What? That means you used to think it was flat too until someone convinced you somehow otherwise. Wasn't that about the time you were 5 or 6 years old and, you know, they taught you all your planets and grandma and grandpa told you how fucking smart you were for knowing that, and you would probably be a scientist and you got an A and everybody patted you on the back.
No, I never bought the globe model. I never believed it. Even as a kid, I didn't buy it.
Well, that's very noble of you, but it usually works on about 99% of the children that it's put in front of.
It just never made sense to me. Even gravity, I was like, what the fuck? This just doesn't add up. And in motion, I'd toss a baseball up in the air and stay in one spot in my backyard, toss it as high as I could and not move, and it would drop right down into my glove. And I'd be like, we're not fucking moving. I can't feel motion. We're stationary. They're lying to us. There's something that doesn't add up. First plane ride, I was like, why is the horizon so high? Like, I had questions, and I was just like, none of this shit that they're telling us.
Well, I remember a teacher got mad as fuck at me because I was trying to, you know, he told us about the world was spinning around. And hell, we'd just come off the playground. And I think it hadn't been long after a kid had got thrown off a fucking merry-go-round and broke his arm and shit, you know? And they're telling me with this globe that that's where you live and it spins around. And I said, why don't we fall off? And they said, because of gravity. And I said, well, what the fuck is gravity? You know, he says, well, it's because the earth is spinning is why you have the gravity. And I said, that doesn't make any damn sense, man. Billy broke his fucking arm the other day, okay? And the fat kids get thrown off of the merry-go-round faster than the littler kids. So what's up with that? So he tried that bucket of water shit, swinging it around, tried to show me that way. And I said that's not the same thing, dude. I says, you got a bottom in it. Take the bottom out of the bucket and do it.
Yeah.
Turn the bucket around and do it that way.
On a ball.
Water
Put the water on the outside of a ball and fly it around. Like it does. Exactly. You're right. You saw through it as a kid.
Yeah.
But eventually I just kind of went, well, okay, well, greater minds than mine have already figured this out. And this is where most people go.
See, I never did that, Sovereign.
And that's when they hit you with all their saints, the saints of the religion. Okay. You see, this whole thing is like a religion. They had their saints, you know, Newton and Copernicus. That's what I call him anyways. And Aaron Crusty Knees and Aristoteles and all these fucking people, you know, those are your saints. Okay. Then you have your priests. You got your priests, your bishops, and those are like, you know, Carl Sagan and Neil deGrasse Tyson and the rest of these fucking guys. You know, it's all a fucking religion, every bit of it. These people are all in the middle of a perception deception, thinking that all this bullshit is actually something cohesive when it's not. And what do? They roll around going, math attracts math. Math attracts math. And nobody's ever witnessed this in nature. Well, you know, and you ask them, when have you ever seen two objects draw together merely due to volition of their existence? And they'll go, oh, look at Jupiter and the moons of Jupiter. No, keep it on Earth, space cowboy, okay? When in nature, not what you look at the sky and make up a fucking story about. Tell me in nature when you've ever seen anything. And the only thing they can point to is shit dropping. And I said, so that's the best you got is a heavier than air object not being supported by the medium. Awesome.
Yes, and here's the thing too. What you find out is that when you walk your way back through the white papers that none of us read when we were in high school, college, whatever, they were there for us to read. They were there for us to read. But if you actually go back there, they tell you exactly what they presented. It was a philosophical indifference or difference between what they thought the world should be. There was a certain person, a Jesuit. What the hell was that Jesuit's name? It was like. No. This is like this is the 40s and 50s of Tremere
or something.
Yeah. He just said because we have a philosophical difference, the Earth certainly can't be the center of everything. He just said it, and then it became into
the Big Bang Jesuit. Is that who you're talking about?
The Big Bang guy. Yeah. The Big Bang guy.
George Lemaitre.
There it is. Yeah. And he just said it. And then suddenly we're supposed to just, I guess that's what it is. A guy who has power, and he just said it, and then it got printed in books, and it got read to 3 generations of people.
It's a religious cult.
It's a cult. Right? It's a fucking cult.
Yeah.
That's
he got that French name, Lowry. It's a limit.
So I'm ranting. Yeah, but anyway, that's it. You know, but if you take that, if you read the white papers all the way back, you can see it. They just didn't agree. They didn't like God. These people don't like God. You know, I don't know that much about God. I didn't grow up in religion.
They hate us, though. I think they hate us. They want to deceive us. I think it's out of deception is a big motive with them. I think they want to deceive the masses and keep us controlled through lies and deception.
To invert the entire reality that you're walking through. It's really what happened. They inverted
Well, they have inverted
everything.
it to the point people believe that kangaroos are upside down in freaking Australia. They believe their waterfalls are upside down. They believe in curved oceans of water. I mean, it's ridiculous what they have the world believing in, you know?
God damn it. Lowry, are you back? Are you still here?
What happened?
Oh shit! I was trying to
We
get
lost
rid of
Lowry.
Down here and I lost Lowry. Lowry,
I don't
take the
see him.
fucking thing back. Luke,
you forget
you're
about,
backstage. I see you. You're not coming up onto the stage, bro. You're not
He's
coming
still
back.
here?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry. You've disrupted
Make a
enough
hint,
tonight.
dude.
Lowry, damn it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get rid of you. I was trying to get rid of fucking Luke. Luke, you gotta go.
Hey, Sav, you forgot about his faithful guy. What was it? Feces that walked 500 miles.
Oh yeah. Aaron Krusty Knees and his faithful assistant Feces. Feces had to carry the sticks and count the steps.
The internet has kicked me off your show twice tonight. It's really weird.
They don't
it's
like
really
this.
Weird. They don't like
Actually, that was me by accident. I was trying to. Thought I was on
okay.
what's his nuts' fucking window down there. He keeps popping up here, thinking he's going to come back up, and I was like, "No, you've been the most disruptive person on here all night. Try again tomorrow." I mean, I'm like, look, you think that free speech means that you get to just interrupt fucking people and shit, and that's just not how that works. That's not free speech. That's just being an obnoxious fuck. So
he got caught lying. He said,
"Yeah, man, the game."
He was drinking from
the game changes on. The game changes on people's shows, man. People need to realize that.
Yeah. Well, he just popped up again, and unfortunately, I told him come on another time, but he keeps popping up down here. So I just banned him. He just got himself banned. He won't ever be able to come on here now ever. So
he just lied. He said he wasn't drunk or drinking, and then he held up a big bottle of liquor or wine. He's drinking straight out of the bottle. I mean, dude, he's just lie. He's a liar.
Apparently,
I remember when ban was just a stick of deodorant, but now it's a little bit more than just that,
I would say this is like my one epiphany today was like we now you've got a bunch of people looking at the sun from different places in this place that we live in. We can actually get some really good data just by going out and walking outside your house and looking where the sun is and figuring out where it is in your sky. Let's figure out where it is relative.
Tell me where to walk. I'm going to get a couple hockey sticks and plant them in the ground.
I know.
You tell me where to
walk. I know.
So,
yeah. But there is something we can take from this because there's a reason why this happened this year at this particular time. I really do believe that, and I think nobody spends this kind of money to do this kind of thing unless there's some deception at hand, and that's what we're looking at here. And it really is like you can go out with your own eyes and look at the sun and see where its location is at a certain time. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I want to know if the same sun or same apparent sun position is where everybody else. I'm ranting about this, Sob. Sorry.
Yes,
but I'll be done with it. You've told everybody the same thing like 20 times.
All right, I'm done.
Can I just say one thing here? When the one guy on the video earlier that Sob was playing said I can assure you, he said, I'm in Antarctica. We're in Antarctica. I can assure everybody listening right now to the show that I'm on the dark side of the moon. I can assure you. I mean, what's it necessary? Like they should have evidence.
Why was it necessary to say that?
Yeah, well,
it's weird. It was weird. Apparently, McToon is going on here shortly.
I don't care.
At midnight. Midnight sun in Antarctica, because apparently it's midnight in Antarctica when in Punta or Anus or wherever the fuck they were. It was 2 hours ahead.
He's gonna get his big
that they have
hit tonight.
time in Antarctica. Do they have a clock there? I don't understand.
I don't know. It's a distraction. What's
the
happening,
sky-
Sea Lion Prime? What's on your mind tonight, my man?
I don't know. I just hopped in, so I'm just curious what your guys' thoughts are. But obviously, you've been talking about it. And I wasn't listening. You just popped up on my YouTube, and yeah, I don't know.
Do you believe me that I'm on the dark side of the moon?
I do.
Line?
I do.
Oh
I
yes,
believe it.
yes, I do, 100%.
You know what? I
Thank
believe
you.
we're
Thank you.
I believe we're all on the dark side of the moon, and the hint to that is on the Pink Floyd album cover.
I was just going to mention Pink Floyd. It's a great album.
I don't know. I mean, there's just so much, right? I mean, there's like that race that was just there at Union Glacier, and Winston just posted on his Twitter that him in front of the carved ice for the race. So there's all those people that were just there.
I need a cottage down there. It looks warmer than Canada and northern Michigan. It's really nice there.
Yeah, it does look pretty nice.
Balmy
Well,
temperatures and so. It just
I don't know.
looks good
I
there, doesn't it?
honestly, I was.
Oh wow, wait.
I was worried that
T-shirt
it was
weather.
going to be cloudy and inconclusive. Yeah, I always thought it was going to, it could be cloudy and inconclusive. But honestly, I can't think of any better way this trip could have gone than how it's going. The fact that the
Would you
camp
wear
is
a
empty.
t-shirt and shorts down there if you were there? Would you put on a t-shirt
Yeah,
and shorts if you were
probably
right
would.
now? I mean, it looked pretty warm.
I mean, you can wear a t-shirt and shorts and, sub-zero weather for a fairly long amount of time if it's
It didn't
dry.
even look sub-zero there. It looked like a Canadian spring. That's
No, I
what it
don't
looked
think-
like to me.
I don't think it was. I mean, we could look and see
What do you guys think the next month and a half is going to look like now? Like, what is the narrative going to be?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to narratives, man. I go along and I do my fucking thing, just like I've been doing. Ain't nothing going to change for me. I mean, I want to find out more about what's going on here and everything like that. As far as this mean the Earth's a globe or anything? No, not a bit, because we still got a mountain of fucking problems with the scientific impossibilities of the heliocentric model, starting with Helios itself. Okay, right there, if we go to the basics of it. Would anybody care to tell me how in the hell a mass of two of the lightest gases known just suddenly decided to not have the fucking normal gas behavior and said, hey, you know what, other gas molecules, let's just do something different this time, and we'll decide to bond together into a cohesive mass for no fucking reason whatsoever, and then crush in on ourselves, causing nuclear fusion. Does anybody not see what a fucking stupid ass story that is?
Yeah, but the sun could be what, I mean, wouldn't you agree that you could have issues with heliocentrism and still accept that the Earth is a globe?
No, not
Like
really,
this-
because
this
now
by
we have the
itself-
problem with this measurable convexity, not calculated convexity, measured convexity. And as I've stated before, and I will again, concrete proof for convexity of the Earth would be to have not just one, but several tests in different areas. You can use the Bolivian salt flats. You can use frozen bodies of water. You need a theodolite and a marker pole, not just half of the tool. You scribe a circle around the central point. Listen,
Kansas flatter than a
scribe
pancake.
a circle around the 360 degrees around the theodolite. The marker pole is then moved to different positions around this circle. There should be a deviation from center that is consistent with the radius value of the Earth given. That is all.
Sea line a
If
globe.
you have that and you have it consistently or even fairly consistently, that is within the radius value given for the Earth, then you can have your globe. But until then, I still don't see water taking any shape without containment. Water has no shape.
So, isn't that a calculation though?
What? No. That's an actual physical measurement because you can actually use a laser. You don't even have to go a full mile. You could go a quarter of a mile if you can show that deviation.
Right,
consistent 360 degrees. There you go.
What deviation, though? How would you get the deviation?
Well, you have a marker pole along the circle, right? And you have a theodolite in the middle of the circle. The marker pole is graduated, okay? And on there are markings. The theodolite is set to level. You have the marker pole moved around the circle 360 degrees, showing consistent deviation from the center that is that goes along with the radius value of the Earth given. It's that simple.
Yeah, but how would
That's
you know
all you need?
The radius value.
What's that?
How would you know? How would you relate it to the radius value?
Well, it would have to correspond to that. It would be a fraction of that radius that, if increased along the line, would actually
a calculation.
Yeah. Well, no, all you need to do that. Listen, we've already been given this radius value, right? How did they get the radius value?
The geodetic mission to Lapland and the equator.
Okay, so you mean where they took plane surveys, stitched them all together, and mathematically added curvature?
No.
Yes, that's exactly what geodetic surveying does. That's what geodetic surveys do.
No, that's not what they do. But
yes, it is what they do. They take sections of plane surveys and they stitch them together because plane surveys have a limited distance. I think it's 1,500 square miles.
As a paid shill.
Okay, so they have a list. They have a limit. They have a limited distance, and therefore they have to take these sections of plane survey data that uses a flat baseline. They stitch them together and mathematically add curvature, but with the radius value given, not calculated,
so you don't,
given.
So you claim that your method is not a calculation.
I claim that it's, no, because I could actually string a laser right from that.
Yeah,
which
but how
is a
would you ever
physical
know
line. That's a physical line, is it not?
How would you ever know that it's consistent with the radius or not?
Well, do you have a radius value that we've been given?
Sure, but now you have
okay. And if we're on a sphere, shouldn't a portion of that be an equal fraction at a lesser distance? For instance, the 8 inches per mile squared, right?
You're describing
if you work that into a quarter of a mile,
you're describing a calculation.
No, because if you use a laser, is a laser a fucking physical line or not?
Laser traces a line just like any
okay,
other.
It's a line, right? It's a line. We use lasers all the time to level things, don't we?
Like differential level?
Yes, I can tell you. I can tell you the answer is yes. I've worked in building and construction for years. Okay.
Okay. Well, I thought we were talking
the answer to that question is yes.
Yeah, but I don't understand the deviation that you're talking about because you.
What do you mean deviation? There's an arc. Let's look at an arc. Let's look at an arc from the side. Here we go. We have an arc. You're standing right here. Highest point. If you're on a ball, no matter where you're standing, you're on the highest point. Okay. So here you have this arc right here, and you're standing right here in the middle.
Right.
You have a circle around you.
Yeah.
This thing is deviating away from you equally all the way around because you're on a ball. So if the laser shows no deviation from that center point when it's level at that point, then that means that there's no curvature.
So how
it should show that the marker on the pole would be higher all the way around, higher. The marker point would be higher on the pole than it would be as it gets closer.
So you're saying we take like a leveling staff or just like a staff, for example.
Yeah, that's
we line a laser up onto the staff.
That's the proper way to use a theodolite.
No, there's many ways.
No, the proper way to use a theodolite is you use a theodolite and you use a marker pole. This is how surveys are done.
Correct.
No, it's
That's
not
one
incorrect.
method.
I've got a guy working right next door to me doing a survey with a theodolite and a marker pole yesterday.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm aware
tell
of that,
me
but
bullshit.
you are aware that it's not always possible to use that method.
Why?
Well, in certain areas, for example, when
Like
the
what?
British,
Like what area? Like
well,
like
the
what
Great
area?
Trigonometric Survey of India, when they couldn't go into Nepal, and they discovered
Okay.
Everest using theodolites.
Okay. Well, so who gives a fuck? We're on a ball, right? You can do it anywhere. You could pick 5 random goddamn spots and do it.
But for you to say that's not the proper way to use a theodolite is incorrect.
Yeah. No, it's not incorrect. How are you getting your data? You have a limited range with the theodolite. How the fuck do you know how far you're looking?
That's a
Huh?
lie.
No, it's not. Why do you think
That's a
plane
lie.
surveys are limited
Yes.
to 1,500 square miles?
So can you show me right now a manual for theodolite?
Yes, I
that
can, and I'm
says
not
that it
going
has-
to. You're free to look it up yourself. Everyone here knows what I'm talking about is correct. You're the only one out of step. You're the only one out of
lying.
step.
You're lying.
No, I'm not lying. I have no reason to lie.
This is a lie
Oh, okay.
that flat earthers made up. It's a code.
No, it's not.
The reason that's a code.
No,
is
it's
because
not made up at all. Are you a fucking surveyor?
you went out in the early days.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Are you a surveyor or not?
Out in the early days, and you tried to measure, and you realized you couldn't measure it flat.
Are you
So then
a
all the
fucking
way-
surveyor or not?
No, but I know
Then
surveying.
shut the fuck up about surveying. You don't know anything about it.
I do know about it
Well, then why do you not know that it has a limited range?
because that's a lie.
Oh,
There's
it
no
is it?
surveying manual that says that. There's a limited range on laser rangefinders. Theodolites
Yes, there
measure
is. And
angles. There's
yes,
no measure. There's
not disputing that. Not disputing that whatsoever. Not disputing that whatsoever.
So can you
Can
use
you
a
tell me about
theodolite
your
for
ceiling?
astronomical-
What?
My ceiling.
Can you tell me about your background? Is that a wall behind you?
Yes.
Did you paint that?
Nicole, can I ask you a real serious question? Why do you ask random questions and throw us off topic?
I don't do it on purpose. I actually was.
I mean, it's really is distracting, honey. I mean, I love you to
You
death.
guys are
but
just
man,
yelling
it's
at
just
each
like-
other about
Well,
surveys.
no,
and can
it's
you survey
like-
his background?
Okay. All right. Whatever. Go ahead. Survey his background. We'll get onto this and we can find out who his decorator is and all kinds of fucking shit. And then whenever we're ready to get back onto the discussion at hand, we can do that. Go ahead.
So I know a geodetic. He's done measurements. I can show you the measurements.
Wait. You know a what? You know a geodetic surveyor? Yeah. A geodetic surveyor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And what?
And he's
And
done-
he does. You know they don't go into the field, right?
What do you mean they don't go into the field?
No, the field work has already been done in the form of plane surveys.
So I don't understand why you're saying that. That's not true.
Yes, it is. Why do you think they have 2 different types of survey?
Because
Why do you think they have plane survey? Wait a second. Why do you think there's plane survey and geodetic survey? Why wouldn't they just be one survey?
Because the earth isn't flat.
But why would we even have plane survey?
Because it's easier to do planar surveying on the scale that we're talking
because the curvature's not there and has to be mathematically added later.
No, it's
yeah,
not.
it's mathematically added later. Yes, it is.
Not.
So here's the point. Okay, so you, just like every other retarded glober that I've ever met in my life, okay, don't know shit about what you're talking about. You don't know shit about what you're talking about. No, you don't. No, you don't. No,
Yes,
you
I
don't.
do. How do you think that the planar surveying geodetic control points were established? Can you
Okay.
describe the methodology?
Yes, plane surveys went out and took sections of plane surveys using a flat baseline measurement. Okay.
So what do you mean by flat baseline?
Are you going to let me answer your fucking question or not?
I'm asking a follow-up question.
You didn't let me finish the other answer.
Oh, sorry.
Yet. No, this is what you fucktards do.
You don't have to get
You
triggered.
cannot let a motherfucker finish the answer without you asking a question about something within the answer. Wait till I'm fucking finished and then ask your goddamn question. You get it?
Yes, you can flail around a little bit more. Go ahead.
What?
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, I don't have to let you be here.
No, you don't. You could be a coward and kick me off.
You realize that. I don't have to let you be here.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. So you could kick me off your show.
So you know it's in your best interest to not be a cockface, right?
No, I enjoy sucking cock, so it's actually in my best interest to be.
Well, then you can go suck cock in Satan's fucking hell, you piece of shit. You are banned from the show. Please unsubscribe and never come back.
That was entertaining though, man. It was fun to watch.
Nicole, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
cool.
jump. I wasn't trying to jump your shit, but man, I'm on a fucking roll, and you got to come, and somebody will come in all the time and say,
Nicole's,
what is that thing up on there? And I'm like,
paused.
what in the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, no, McToon apparently
is live right now,
Oh,
and they have the same exact. They have the same exact DP shot. Whoever their DP is, maybe it's Candace Owens' producer or something, but behind.
Oh, he's
McToon's-
broadcasting from the Midnight Sun.
Okay, but
Ooh.
McToon doesn't have sunglasses on, and McToon is 45 degrees from the sun, so the sun is not blaring in his eye. On Jaren's podcast, they use the sun directly as the front, and that's why they had to use sunglasses. McToon, off to the side. You can see the other cameras.
McToon's feeling it
behind.
right now. He's feeling it. He's totally feeling it. He's like, yeah. I don't know if you want to look at it. I don't want to look. I don't. McToon doesn't do anything for me at all.
I have
just
no desire to see some greasy demonic fucking chomo. I'm sorry. I just don't like that motherfucker for nothing, man.
Do you think his pee-pee is like cold?
We
Like,
don't
do you
have
think he's
one.
having shrinkage?
I think that was the case probably before he went.
Yeah.
That's why he live in mommy basement and don't have no girl. And also why I think it's funny. I'm not saying anything, but man, I've never seen Toon and Brenda at the same time.
I'm telling you, Sav, I think they're the same person.
Sav, you said the
McToon
name.
is so hot right now that he's taking off his North Face puffer.
Yeah.
Okay? Oh, wait, he's taking off another layer. Now he has Nathaniel, son of Tom.
Okay, dude, this is like.
Do you have a son named Nathaniel?
Taking a shit or something. I don't want to hear it no more. I'm
No
getting
more.
visuals.
No more.
I'm getting visuals. No. You're making my eyes
You
poop.
have a son named Nathaniel.
Do I have a son named Nathaniel?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, good. So then you're not the Tom that is on his t-shirt. What is that shit?
Nathaniel, son of Tom.
What the fuck?
This is weird.
That's fucking weird.
It's weird.
Nathaniel, son of Tom.
Thanketh thee something.
What?
Is globetards a bad thing to say now?
No.
How are they wearing t-shirts in Antarctica?
It's never a bad thing to say.
I'm sorry, this is a legitimate question, Sav, and I not King Stefan, and I actually really appreciate
Stephen.
your Mr. Rogers, King Stefan. I love that.
Stephen, not Stefan.
And why are they wearing t-shirts in Antarctica?
It's hot. It's warm.
It's
In
after
the south of
midnight
France.
there.
They're not in Antarctica.
It's warm.
I don't buy it. I'm on the dark side of the moon if they're in Antarctica.
That's right.
I mean, that's what
Good buddy.
Brooklyn is too. Is the dark side of the moon.
King-
It can go
it's
outside
King
and then it's
Etienne.
like chaos everywhere.
It's King Etienne. Yeah, they hit it with some French. Esteban.
Yeah, you guys
No,
don't
no,
want. You
no.
guys don't want to see this thing. It's
Even.
absolutely it's just.
Like,
he's sitting there soaking up his.
Shifty's in here.
Yeah, his 24-hour sun. He's like, well, I've got it figured out, even though I don't understand physics at all.
I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna go to Antarctica and get a suntan.
Sure. What is it? T-shirts in Antarctica is my new band name. Yeah, nobody's gonna beat my band name. When me and my buddy get together, we are known as Barbed Wire Grudge Fuck. Okay, and that is the best band name ever.
Jaren went to
You can't even
Antarctica
see
and
your
all he
breath
brought me
there.
back.
It's not even like you can see your breath in Michigan and Canada, when it's cold. You can't even see their breath in Antarctica. I don't buy it that they're there at all. Nothing proves that they're actually there at the location.
Well, they got trackers though, dude.
How come I can't see their breath outdoors when they're speaking?
I don't know,
Like, is it
man.
above freezing? Like,
See,
what's the temperature?
The sun is at a 45-degree angle from where they are.
Yeah.
When they filmed Darren shit,
That would be coming from the north.
No,
That would be coming from the north.
No, hold on. This sunlight is coming. You can see by the shadows.
I mean, I guess we're gonna get data tomorrow, right? So we're gonna get all the data tomorrow.
I doubt it.
The idea.
Darren pretending to be cold is hilarious. It's bad acting. They
I
even
asked,
said that
I asked in the chat like 15 times. I copied and pasted. Just want a compass reading. I probably copied and pasted it 20 times, and I didn't get one. That's all I really wanted in this whole thing. I want a compass reading where he's seeing the sun.
Not going to give you anything.
And I didn't get any. So like, I hope we get it tomorrow. I think we will. I hope. I don't know that for sure, you know. But I'm like, that's all I could have gotten that from Punta Arenas. I'm sorry, Sav, I'm ranting again on that.
Well, I know it's like
I'm done with that.
You didn't get the compass reading. We're not ever going to get that back.
I'm done with it.
Can't go back in time, man.
I'm done with it.
And I wouldn't want to because I'd probably
guess
beat the
not.
fuck out of myself.
I'd love to see them hold up an old school thermometer to show the temperature reading and say the time and date and things to verify where they are, what time, what date, the temperature reading, the compass, all that. Like, this is basic shit. They had months to prepare for this, and it's like, where's your fucking evidence?
I wanted
actually
compass
there.
readings from Punta Arenas. I wanted it before they even went there. Didn't get that. So like, I guess here we go.
I'd like some proof that they're there where they claim to be. That's what I'd like. Otherwise, they're just like NASA.
It
What's
looks
the
like
difference between
It looks
them
like they're
and
on
NASA?
ice. They're on ice, I guess.
Oh, so what?
I mean,
You can
what
get
do
ice
they-
anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Do they have hot tubs in Antarctica?
Oh, they probably
Good.
have
I don't know.
something.
Listen,
for the,
I there ain't nothing about that whole fucking thing there that I would want to go to, much less spend that kind of money for. Oh, look, you get to go shit in a fucking outdoor fucking toilet. You know, I did that on the job for so many fucking years. It's not even funny. Okay. In the middle of winter time, having to go out to a shit box to shit, you know, that's not appealing to me. Hunkering up in a fucking tent in the snow, even being in the snow. I hate snow. I don't like winter time at all. That's why I moved to Virginia from Michigan in the first goddamn place.
Yeah.
I hate fucking winter time. Right now, it's down to 28 degrees outside. I let my dogs out and that cold air hits me and it just instantaneously pisses me off, man. And, you know I get a little cranky on here sometimes, man, but
It's
you know,
been a
I'm entitled,
cranky
goddammit.
week.
I put up with this fucking shit for all these years, man, and I'm just tired of people's fucking nonsense at this point in time. You know?
Did you not think their speeches were nonsense? It looked like scripted, like staged, like they were reading from a teleprompter. That's what it looked like to me.
like those like POWs going, I am being treated
Obama
very,
or-
you know, like POWs
Terrible.
going, I am being treated very well by my
There are no
captors.
guns pointed at me right now. They're not forcing me to say this. I mean, it's just
The People's Republic of China is a fair and democratic place, and I love it here.
I didn't buy it at all. I don't buy it at all. The whole thing was fake to me.
He's sitting there. Maybe we should go back and look. Maybe he was blinking Morse code at us. You know, get me the fuck out of here. I don't know. 64 degrees where? RPB? What's it? 64 degrees. Jesus, and you guys, you suck.
Cold here where I am. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go to Antarctica. It looks a lot warmer there than where I am.
Dude,
I thought
I'll
it was
tell you.
cold even in the summertime there. I thought it was a brutal place. You couldn't fly over it. Blah 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 blah. Harshest place on earth. It looks like a vacation spot to me. That's what I see as a Canadian. Looks like a freaking vacation spot.
Hey, Sav, it's 45 degrees here in Denver, believe it or not.
I mean, they're
Winston
out.
said he's got guns on both sides of him. 53 degrees in East Tennessee, just below Knoxville. Jesus. See, we're Texas, 2 hours north of Houston.
Look at the
Wow.
shovel.
It's probably the fucking drones, man. All these UFOs up here. They said they saw some here in Stanley and in Luray last night. So I don't know if there's anything. It's gotten to the point now where they're not even really trending on X anymore. The fucking UFOs and shit.
Yeah, it's weird, right? How that works. It's like now suddenly they're onto something else. What is the next
Why
thing?
are they gradient? Why is their gradient like a ski slope?
No,
Where do they have the gradient ski slope thing? Because it's only
No,
this part.
He's just. This is McToon talking.
No, I'm talking about the gradient of the ski slope. Like there's like, you know, when you like grate the ski slopes. You know, if you've been skiing, they go and they do like the maintenance
like
of
a
the
road.
ski slope,
It's like
and
a road.
it makes those little ridges.
It's like a road.
It's only for his little part.
Yeah, he's pretty important though. McToon feels really important right now. He's scanning the horizon. He's an adventurer. He is a part of a great expedition. And
Why doesn't he have a lens hood on his Nikon? Okay.
I don't know, man.
Look at all his tripods that he has set out. This is weird.
Yeah, he's McToon is very important right now.
Also, I will say that like Antarctica clearly has beautiful light most of the day because it's like magic hour most of the day, which is that like wonderful point of the day where it's all like warm and gorgeous, and then it has this natural light box because of the white snow and ice, and it just creates like a nice reflector. So your ambient light, like it's beautiful. Like look at the backlight that he has on him. So why is he filming this? Where's Duffy?
Yeah,
this is clearly a production. I'm sorry. I will say this
I agree.
100% right now. It is clearly a production. There is a
100%.
producer. There is something going on. They know. Look at, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Look at the Freemasonic sign of silence
Tripods.
on the right.
You know, here's the thing is that we saw this coming from a mile away. Whatever this thing comes out as. That we talked about it months before and said we talked about it months before. I'm perfectly happy with it. It's just that it doesn't change my position on the thing we walk around on, and it doesn't change my position on long distance observations. It doesn't change a thing.
Where did they plug stuff into?
I mean,
how do they charge their gear?
He's just.
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
sure
How do
they have.
charge their gear?
Listen,
do they
I'm
have
sure
generators?
Wow,
How do
I'm
they
trying
plug
to
shit
answer
in?
you.
I haven't seen any solar panels.
I'm trying to answer you. They have generators there, man. They have generators. They have electricity. They cook. They have gourmet chefs or some shit that feeding people little tiny portions.
Didn't
of
they say
food
there's
shit.
70 employees there for the 10 of them?
Something like that.
70 employees, dude. Let me tell you
Isn't that
something. If I
funny?
had $35,000, I'd go to a fucking spa. If they had hot springs in Antarctica, maybe.
Yeah, I don't
So
see the
dumb.
appeal. But anyway, this was put out by Sacred on X a little bit ago. Let's see what he's got. It's only 2 minutes long.
Flat Earth model that shows how the sun is giving us an apparent position based off of our position on the plane. Our eyes see in a small dome. We do have a visual perspective sky dome created by our eyes that is smaller than the celestial dome itself. So the celestial dome and the smaller visual perspective sky dome that our eyes give us are responsible for what the lights in the ceiling are doing. Regardless, the lights in the ceiling do not prove the floor beneath your feet. I think it's actually just an apparent location of the sun. And as I move, you're going to see those four. Those represent what you're looking at in Antarctica. And you see how they wrap around the south, rise in from the east, go behind the camera, come back around to the west, to the south, back to the east where they rise up, wrap around behind the camera. So I'm demonstrating how this works. You can say it doesn't all you want. I've known from the beginning that if I'm moving the source light clockwise and the apparent light is moving counter to that, then it has to be moving counterclockwise. There's only one opposite to clockwise, and that's counterclockwise. So you see it working just fine. From inside, in that position, we're only going to see one. We're going to see one sun, and you see exactly how it would happen. I'm going to zoom out now. Hold on 1 second. Just trying to do it without messing up. There we go. So you see the smaller dome is there. The smaller dome is the answer to the phenomena. You see, when I move the sun around the Tropic of Capricorn, you can see in the position where the final experiment, which is really just an observation, will take place, you get a counterclockwise 24-hour sun. So this was the reason I had the small glass dome in there to begin with, because we do see this way. Our eyes do create a smaller visual dome.
All right, boys. Sacred, you want to take this?
Yo, Pierre,
shout out to the level heads.
What is that?
Yeah, and that's the next step, because like right now, like as of tomorrow, I want a thing, and I want to see what it does. And Sav, you rule.
Right, yeah, I'm gonna get off here.
I'm gonna chat. Roger, thanks for popping in. King, Stephen, thanks for popping in. Thank you for everybody. I've been talking for the last 76 hours online, so I'm just
okay. Before we leave, really quick, so if you ever have tried to take a photo of the sun, you'll get this little green lens flare. Have you seen it in your photos, especially if you have an iPhone? Where is that little green?
You talking about that little dot right
Hold
there?
on. Where is it usually in your photos? In my iPhone, it usually is above the sun, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was just looking at the McToon thing, and I just want to point out that look where the little green thing is.
Let me see if I can get it set up right so that they can see
If you can see it,
they're not going to be able to see it. The green thing
there's
is
a
down
green,
into the-
there's a
it's
little green dot.
I see it. It's
At the
right
bottom.
about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's
See
down.
it?
It's down. It's down right.
About 5 o'clock.
There
See
it
it?
is.
Now
See
you
it
can
right
see it.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I see it at 7 o'clock.
Why is that
Yeah.
one low?
7.
It's flipped. So like we're just kind of we're exploring this reflective idea. We don't
Yes.
know. We're gonna talk tomorrow about it.
Oops, sorry.
Anyway, love you guys. Sav, thank you for everything you do. Everybody's popping in here. We're just trying to figure it out. That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah, sorry for
Okay.
being an asshole.
Well,
we love
tomorrow's
you
another
guys.
day. Maybe we'll get some compass readings or something from them. I don't know. Maybe they're saving all that shit from behind that paywall thing, trying to recoup their expenses, whatever, which I can't blame them. Either way, the movie will be in the $5 bin sooner or later.
I think William
can wait.
Shatner is.
I truly love you guys by thinking about all this stuff, and like we're going through a process here together and learning about what the hell this thing actually is. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Sav,
And we
pop
love you.
on to Tinfoil Sombrero with Vlad tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
please.
yeah, we'll
All right.
hang out
Will
tomorrow.
do.
Love you
Will
guys.
do.
All
Bye.
right. Cheers.
Bye from King Stephen.
All right.
Join my kingdom. It's at the Sanity Machine 33. I got to go now. So thanks
Right
for having
on,
me on,
King.
Sovereign.
All right.
Take
We'll see
care.
you
And
next time, man.
it was a fun show. It was fun and informative.
Right on. We'll
Right
see you
on.
next time, man.
Later.
Thanks for coming. Roger, what's happening, man? Roger fell asleep.
No, I didn't fall asleep. I'm at work. So I'm sorry. I did hang in here, man. I was on QE's panel tonight, and they ripped McToon a new asshole. That's why I wanted to come by and say that before you go.
Whose stream was that on?
Farmer Racer is the guy who did the Black Swan there. That guy.
Oh, yeah, I got yeah, I'm getting an echo from you too.
Oh, that's my headphone thing. Yeah, I can turn it off. Hold on, I'll get the echo away.
Salty episode. Jono Edwards said salty episode. I'm gonna have to roll up into Blu-ray. I gotta go get cigarettes.
Okay. Is that better, Sob? How's that sound?
Yeah, way better. Fuck
You know what?
yeah, I can hear you and I don't hear me.
Yeah, it's those little. I got these little earpieces that go in your ear, and the speaker's right next to the microphone, so you're gonna get. And the reason I wear them here at Walmart because they complain that I wear them. They can't see them, so that's why I got.
There you go.
Yeah, breaking the rules.
They don't
Yeah,
want
no.
you listening to
Do you understand the Black Swan argument itself? It's not about any of the objects or refraction or anything at all. It's just about the distance to the horizon.
Yep.
You've seen many. There's many of Black Swans, dude. I guarantee you, Nat Geo throws away 1,000 or so a year when they're out taking photos. It's no big question, but I do have a couple of things I want to touch on my channel. They took one of my shows down, dude. I just did a comparison between north and south, like sun, heat, temperature, everything. And there's a lot of discrepancies. And I looked it up earlier. There were 5 cities at that parallel or a little bit above it that had a sunset today.
Damn.
I know.
They took, did you say they took it down?
Yeah, they took down my for no reason. I didn't have any really bad copyright stuff in there at all. I did get like some of the north pull footage off a mainstream website just to get a feel for how 40 days days are and 40 days a night are. So I went through the whole thing. Then I went to the South Pole. I can't find jack shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, what am I going to do? So I would love to get a hold of, if they actually went down there and pulled up all the data that they're talking about, I'd love to see it. But 3 days is not anywhere near 4 months of daylight. That's what I'm looking at now. I got to narrow it all down on average across the Antarctic, whatever that is, peninsula, ice ring, whatever, and get the temperatures and where the sun is, and I'll be able to put it. But I don't see it. It's nowhere. It's not available. You know. I wonder why that is.
I don't know, man. We'll figure it out sooner or later.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna keep up, but I'm gonna try to do my stream again without mainstream clips. Try to just do a stream about it. Just asking questions, Saab. That's all.
All right.
Are you out of here?
Well, yep. I'm going to sign off. We'll see you
All
next time. Thanks for coming up, Roger.
Not a problem.
Ironworks, everybody that showed up here tonight, everybody in the chat, all 260 people that were here at one time.
Holy crap.
Thank you for that.
That's a lot of folks.
And we'll see y'all next time on Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind. Don't forget, the Lord loves a working man. Don't trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of him. He'll probably kill you. And we'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind. Say goodnight, something Wong. Oh, that's the best he does. Anyway.
Hey, how all you glow-tards doing? Just wanted to check in from how you were doing when you all learned about me, when you were just little wee little ones, and you were too stupid to question anything, and you know, just wanted to check in and make sure you still believed in me. You still believe in me, right? You better still believe in me. Because if you don't, I'm gonna call you names. Like, you still live in your mama's basement, and you better not breed. That's okay. I know you still believe in me.